Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Reaching for the stars. I wonder where you are. Oh, I need you again. So stick around. So stick around. world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away I love. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. You'll always be my broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. You're so don't let it go. I know you feel it. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're lying close. With you, I know I belong. Without all eyes on us, you're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away I love. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. You'll always be my broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. You're so don't let it go. I know you feel it. You'll always be my broken love. We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. Search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too again. So stick around. So stick around.
Hey guys, what's happening? Yeah, I mean, the intro is usually longer and it's usually different. I just didn't put the words, I have one that has the words in it, one that doesn't. So, how y'all doing today?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
What's up, B Tim? How are you?
Not much. I didn't even know what the hell's about. I don't know nothing what's going on. I'm just jumping cold. I have no clue what's going on. So.
I just started the live just now.
No, I meant like the title. I don't even know what the topic of discussion today. That's what I meant.
Oh yeah, well it says let's have a chat and get some things out on the table.
Okay.
I am tired as hell. Blank
You
screen.
sound.
I'm real fucking tired. Real goddamn tired of bullshit. I've really about had enough, and yeah, I'm definitely ready to get it on the fucking table. What's up, that girl?
You sound upset.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Well, no, I mean I'm upset. I'm irritated. I'm angry. I'm pissed off. I mean, there's a whole lot of it's a whole lot. So, what's up though?
Nothing. Just came up here to be with you because you sounded upset.
Yeah, and you know what? Let me pop this off right now. I owe you an apology, first of all.
No, you don't. What's up?
Well, we have known that there was issues with the glare. I've known that you and him had issues when, you know what I'm saying? When he started coming back around, I should have cut it off right there. I should have not tried to fake it till I make it. I should have not tried to be fake and allow him over here to be over here and be in the chats and all that. I should have cut that shit off and said absolutely not because of what happened. And I'm sorry for not doing that.
Oh, honey, it's okay. It's not all about me. Just like even though it's your channel, it's not always about you. We all try to.
But we've seen it happen over and over again, and I should not have tried to force, you know what I'm saying? Force
No, I get it.
myself or you to be okay with him being around and being over here. And, you know, just like he said, he was tired of faking it. And I'm tired of faking it too. I should have stood my fucking ground and said absolutely not and not let him come over here. I did. I should not have been fake. I should have stuck to my fucking grounds with that. And that's it. And I owe you an apology because I should not have done that. And I should not have put you in that position. And I did.
Well, thank you. You're a good friend, but I don't hold any ill will towards you, Queen. I think that we all try to make the best decisions we can at the time things are happening. And as we've learned over the last 3 years, half the decisions end up being wrong. But I know that you love me and you respect me. And we talked about it as things were happening. And we were trying to do what was best for everybody involved, not just our own personal feelings. And it turned out to be a bad thing. But I mean, thank you for thinking about me in that way, because you know it was hurtful at some points. But I don't.
Yeah, not only that, but I feel like I also owe Dietz an apology too, because she's, you know, newer and she doesn't understand the dynamics. And a lot of people from my chat who are from here have been really fucking rude and really fucking shitty about things, you know what I'm saying? And about people where they want to go. I don't care where people go. I've never cared. I wasn't the one who got on a drunken rant. I didn't do that. I don't care if you guys go over there. I don't care if you come here. I don't care where people go.
No, they should
I
go where.
really don't.
Yeah. I hate that you feel bad about that. It just is what it is, babe. I'm not mad at you. Please know that. I forgive everything and everyone. I just want to have fun, and that
Well,
doesn't.
when we got people fucking fighting and arguing and leaving fucking discords and causing big ass fucking fights and leaving chats, and it's a fucking problem, and I'm really fucking sick of it. I'm tired of it. It's every fucking day.
You're right. It is a lot.
I didn't come here to be a fucking babysitter. Also, let me just say this. I really, really, really appreciate you guys donating to the legal fund. I did shut it down. I seen people were asking in Burnt Toast's chat earlier. I do have a regular PayPal. I do have a regular Cash App. If people want to donate to that, that's perfectly fine. But I did shut the fundraiser down because I don't feel like I need to keep it open and ask the community for money to help with the fundraiser when it's already filled and taken care of. And you know what I'm saying? And so that's why. That's if people want to donate to my regular PayPal and Cash App, that's perfectly fine.
Well, the point was you reached your goal, and until there's another goal to reach, you're not going to take things from people, and that's the right thing to do, babe. That's the right thing to do. But I'm not mad at you. I hope you know that. Like, I don't have any animosities or blame you for anything, like, at all. So please don't ever think that. Not even a little bit, dude.
Yeah, I also think another situation is that a lot of people like myself didn't know like a lot of the history between people, and you need to like go back like 2 years back to watch videos, which I have. It's very interesting to watch.
Honestly, you guys, I mean, honestly, you really shouldn't even be put in that position. We're not fucking stuck back 4 years ago. We're not going backwards.
Thank
Why
you.
do you guys give a fuck about old drama that doesn't need to fucking be brought up and that nobody else should really be involved in? Nobody should be putting any subscribers into shit. Like, people come and people go. And one thing I've realized is, you know, I got people with me that have been with me from the fucking day I started my channel, and they've never wavered. They've never snaked me. They've never made me side eye them. I've never had to question their fucking loyalty. I've never had to nothing. And I got people that'll fucking snake me like this right fucking now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I seen the videos.
And I'm just really fucking tired of it. And I'm also tired of fucking being nice. And I'm tired of people taking my fucking kindness for weakness. I'm sick of it.
I've been dreaming. I just saw the videos to get context, to get an understanding. That's why I saw Thought Girls.
Well,
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, we can't expect people to go back 3 fucking years and understand what's going on.
Well, and we weren't expecting that, though, Queen. That's why we were trying to be cool, and it backfired. So now people want to know, and both are fair. Both are fair. It just is what it is now. And sometimes
I just feel like it shouldn't even be made into this big of a fucking thing. People should be able to go where they want to go, have fun, talk where they want to talk. You know what I mean? Like, if Claire doesn't want people over there from over here, oh well, fuck. I mean, it is what it is. I don't understand why we have to keep going over it and over it and over it and over it.
Well, it's because there's one person that can't move on, and it's not us, and we're just gonna have to ignore it because we can't control that person. And that's, to me, what it amounts to, and that's what I've been praying about, and that's what I believe. And the only thing we can do is control what we do and say, fuck everybody else.
That's very true. Very true. That
well, yeah, and I try to take myself out of the equation because me and Will, like Cappy, you know, when she went up and talked on Deets yesterday. I never had the relationship with Will like you guys, like you did, like you had. You know what I'm saying? So I understand there's a lot more there between you and Will than there ever was between me and Will.
But there really isn't, and it got made out yesterday like I have some hurt feelings. No, I just really want to be left alone, and I don't care who you are, who it is. Lying about people should never be okay. Just somebody doesn't use a name when 200 out of the 400 people in chat know who the fuck he's talking about. Like, it's just real simple.
That's another thing too. I had a conversation with Deets for one, because there's a lot of conversations that she was having, you know, then I talked to her, you know, on a personal level, which I'd rather talk to somebody on a personal level than before I'd rather go live about shit anyways, because a lot of miscommunications happen and you don't even realize. There was things that, you know, that I learned last night that I had no idea. People that were going to her and saying things to her, and you know, it's just, I'm just over it. I'm just fucking over it. And one thing I do want to say is I understand, you know, there's a lot going on. Deets used to do videos all the time. That's all she did. She did videos, and like true crime, like, you know, like
Commentary, kind of.
debunking videos, kind of like prove, you know,
Yeah.
like to do time, you know what I'm saying? And I love that. She's been going live like the last 3 months and stuff, and then she just recently started doing open panels. I've been doing this since I started almost 3 years ago. In August, it'll be 3 years. So my channel has never wavered. It's always been the same. Now, I'm glad other people are picking up on it. I'm glad there's others like Dietz who are now picking up on it and doing lives and doing open panels, but it does get tough. And if you don't name who you're talking about, subscribers take it upon themselves to put a fucking name in there where you may not have been talking about this person, but now they have put a name in there, and it gets very divisive. And I don't like that shit.
I don't
Yeah, you got to fill in the blanks.
And I just don't like that shit. If you got something to say, people need to fucking stand on it. Say what you need to say what you mean, and mean what you say.
Well, I watched the whole live, and up until a certain point, I found it to be enjoyable. I was there to support and listen about Grandma Sherry, and I started from the beginning, just so that I could have, a full idea of what was going on. I never saw him in the chat because, unlike him, I blocked him, and was literally just chilling. And it became very obvious to me that the last year of support and watching videos and dropping her link and stuff is not only not appreciated, but she doesn't even act like that even happened, apparently. And so that was a lesson for me. And I'm just going to quit acting like I should be able to be a normal person and just go somewhere and have a normal conversation, because clearly that'll never happen. And I'm sorry that this obviously comes back on you. You of all people know how I feel and just how over it and done and everything I am. And I don't want you to suffer any repercussions because of me either. I think it's just a fucked up
Well, I
situation.
mean, I just, another thing too,
I think
you are your own person. Cappy is her own person. Jonesin is her own person. I don't understand why the fuck people lump everybody together and everything is always put on the fucking hive. Everything. I'm
It is.
really sick of this.
I should be able to go fuck off wherever I want to and talk about whatever the fuck I want without it coming back over here. Yeah.
Or without being singled out and other things that keep happening. Like, it's ridiculous. And I don't want anybody to choose anything.
Well, I just wanted to say this, though. It's like, I'm sorry, we're talking about, like, as far as Will stuff goes, we're talking about like 2 or 3, maybe 4 max people that like talk about him in chat. Maybe one specifically that talks, like, that's unapologetic about talking about him bad in chat. Like, when do we, like, I don't know, like, there's like 500 to 800 people, like 300 to 400 to 500 to 800 people in these chats. You're looking down and you're looking at, like, oh, like, I don't know. There's just no her, like, healing these old wounds and whatever. I don't understand why he just doesn't, like, block people or something. I don't know.
My wounds have been healed. I let shit go. I'm just was standing up for myself because it was starting to happen again. And you guys were there for the original round of it, so you know how bad it got. So surely you of all people understand why I would not be okay with it starting again. But I can see the double standard that is held with certain people who have a certain amount of subs, and it's always been there, and I'm okay with that. I like it shouldn't be okay to single people out and to lie and do all these things, and everybody just is supposed to act like nothing happens. Like when somebody leaves here and we never see them again, and they drop little comments here and there, and everybody is just supposed to act like nothing happened, and like you were never our friend, you were never over hanging out with us, and everything just flips on a dime. And I'm not a social climber. I'm not a fake person. I don't understand it. To me, it is hurtful. And that's where I have to put my boundaries in place and take a step back and take a break. And it doesn't matter whether or not I'm the person forcing the issue. I'm still on the receiving end of it. And I hate it, and I don't like any of it. And I will say it for one last time. I just want to be left alone. I don't want to be lied about. I don't want to be chastised or picked out. I'm not one of the people that follows him panel to panel talking shit. Never have been, never will be. And I don't think my desire to want to not be singled out and left alone equals hurt feelings or grudge holding. It's just really that simple. If you don't want to be part of something, you should be able to voice that and then not be forced to be part of something. And I think that's where my disconnect is happening, because that's not being allowed. And it's very frustrating.
Well, yeah. I understand that. And like,
Thank you.
your situation is different than ours, me and Queen's, though. Like, there was a friendship there. He did fuck you over very publicly. Um, with us, we were never friends. It was like, oh well, fuck you too,
No,
kind of thing.
burn war, right? Like, isn't that what they're called back in the day? Burn wars, where you just kind of go back and forth and talk crap.
Right.
Well, see,
That's more like me and Queen in
yeah,
this situation.
we were on the opposite end of the spectrum. We didn't like him from the beginning. So when you being a mod for him and helping him and all that, you know what I mean? Like, you guys had a more friendship relationship. Like, y'all were friends. You talked every day. You know what I mean? Like, you guys did live streams. You were his moderator and shit like that. So I can see there's history there with you guys and why you both feel hurt. Like, you guys are both have, you know what I mean? And I feel like when he lies on you, it pisses you off. And then you go at him like, motherfucker, quit lying on me.
But to me, saying don't lie on me isn't going at him. It's defending myself. And that's where I feel like wires are getting crossed. Me saying leave me alone isn't going at him. It's saying leave me the fuck alone. And yes,
right, like it's a big issue for you to defend yourself, but when it's time to talk about Will's feelings, it's Will's feelings.
Well, okay, I could see where some people view that. But for me, it's not even, my hurt feelings stopped after the clip that I played in my live the other day where he did that last very manipulative panel. My hurt in the situation stopped after that. That's been 2 years ago. Did he hurt my feelings once since then whenever he refused to do the right thing in the situation with the cancer scammer? Yes, my feelings did get hurt again. But it wasn't because of him. It was because the situation was so wrong and so many people got manipulated and he wasn't standing up to do the right thing, and that upset me and it left everything on my shoulders. But that's a very situationally specific set of feelings. You know what I mean? It's not like this is something I carry all the time. I think I've made it very clear. I don't wish anyone ill will. I don't hate anyone. And even though I feel like I'm trying to be pushed to that point so I will act out, I'm not going to allow that to happen. I took a step out of all the discords yesterday, but really one, because I've noticed that things are, no matter how hard I try or how plainly I say, please leave me alone, they're still spiraling. And so the only thing I can do at this point is step away to protect myself, because people who I've always supported are acting like me defending myself is a problem. And if that's a problem, then that's cool.
And I don't think that should be an issue, honestly. I really don't.
It was said yesterday that people should not take offense to somebody lying about them on their panel. Their name is not used. And that's the most asinine shit I've ever heard. Half the chat knew. And just because that one person doesn't know doesn't mean everybody else doesn't know. And lies, with a name or not, are still lies. And they're not good examples to be used in a topic of conversation when it's a fucking lie. And I will never understand that. Y'all can call me stupid, pig-headed, too literal, black and white. Call me whatever the fuck you want. I don't understand that. And I think that's one of the more hurtful things, I guess, is maybe what I mean by that.
Well, yeah, and Birds, yes, or multiple others question if it's them being referred to. When you don't say a name with it, and like you just said, when you just, you're just in general talking, people seem to think, they wonder, like, what is going on? Who are you talking about? Who are you referring to? What the hell did I miss?
And then there's always the old timer in chat that go, oh, he's talking about that girl every single time. And that's not on me. That's not my doing.
That was me the other day. I was like, wait a minute. Okay.
I'm sorry to interject, but some of the chat's confused about what, like, there's a super chat that just came in and says, could we please stop and take a moment to explain to the chat what is going on?
I mean,
That's the problem right there, is most of us newer subscribers, we have no clue about the history. And I know there is history.
Well, if I wasn't
I feel like there's definitely, there's a lot of history, but I mean, that's what it is. It's history. And that's why I said I should have left it. And this is why I feel like I was in the wrong, because I know how YouTube works. And I knew from the motherfucking jump, allowing him to start coming over here and coming around was going to put it off to everybody else that we were okay, we were cool, we were getting along, everything was good. And then it's never been good. We've never been okay. But yes, I was trying to put it behind me, and it is what it is. I don't really have a problem with him anymore. You know what I'm saying? The long case has been done and over with. That's what we really went at it about. So I was trying to just let it go. Where I fucked up was I shouldn't have been fake about it. I should have just said, no, there's still fucking issues, and that girl's over here. I need to mark these boundaries. I need to make sure they're
I
very
don't
clear.
even think that's considered fake, though. Like you being open for adult discussion and letting him contribute is not fake. It's like we've moved on way past that. At least we thought, right? It was okay until it wasn't, right? Until the other night when he went off and expressed how disgusted he was with a lot of people over here, and then we were like, oh well, that's the Will we know. So it's not really a shock for some of us. But for many, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, where did this all come from?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't know the history. But I feel like if we keep bringing up old shit, it's going to keep digging at old wounds. You know what I'm saying? Digging up old wounds, and there's really no reason for
Yeah,
that.
I mean, the
thoroughly.
truth of the matter is, it's not like you were digging up old wounds. The first time a lot of people have heard about it was on that stream, and it felt like a lot of times you were just trying to go past your past history and just move on to other subjects. And that during that stream he slipped up, he said things that he really felt, and basically that's what happened. Someone was speaking. I'm sorry if I
Well,
talked.
and I mean, we all fuck up and we all make mistakes. But we're in hindsight, the ones who have been here longer, like us, we've seen him make mistakes. And I've heard other people say, I hope there's grace when I make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Which most of the time there is grace. Most of the time we can understand, if you're stressed, you lose it, whatever you say stuff, you know what I mean? Like we get it. I get it. I understand, but when when it's a pattern and it's been a pattern for a long time, and then I fucking say, put that to the side and put that in the back of my mind when I know it should have been in the forefront. It's like history repeats itself.
Well, and I say that a mistake is something we learn from, and then we try not to do again. What we're dealing with here is
Somebody's got clicking and clacking, and there's just so much going on. Like you guys need to mute. Whoever's not muted, Grandma, I got you muted. Been dreaming, you're muted.
That's not me.
Yeah, I don't know if you're muted, but you're not up here. You're not open. But somebody's click clacking and like chewing or chomping or something. I don't care. You can't do it.
I don't hear it anymore. I did hear it. I just feel like at some point, it's not a mistake. It's a pattern of behavior. It's a choice. Once we've already made a mistake, and I apply this to myself too. That's one of the reasons my boundaries have been so firm in this situation and will remain that way. Not because of hurt feelings, but because I'm smarter than that. It's no longer a mistake. It's a choice you make. It's a behavior you choose to repeat. It's hurt you choose to continue to instill on others. And that's no matter who you are. And that's not okay. And at a certain age, we should want better. And if we don't, we can't expect other people to just sit by and wait.
Would it be fair to say, like, okay, when Glaire's over on, say, Dietz, when he's over on Dietz's panel, would it, like, is it because other people are saying that they're basically, that's where it's coming in. They're basically saying that you come in there to start shit.
Well, they're wrong. And my presence in the chat long before he was even there saying I'm backing up to catch up proves that. My presence on all the videos she made starting about a year ago last summer proves that. But after yesterday, I never want to go back to Dietz again. So that's my own decision and something I'm going to do. And it won't be a worry, but I am of the very strict opinion that I should be able to go anywhere I want and not be singled out. I have screenshots of the chat yesterday.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's fair. That's what everybody wants. We all just want to hang out and have fun. You know what I mean?
When I asked anybody to choose, I've never asked anybody to choose. Even when he did it to me the first time, there's a long years of history proving that this is not me. And just because somebody else sees it different because they're here last minute doesn't change the truth.
Right.
And I think it's wrong to put that all off on me when I'm not the one calling out his name and starting the shit. And the fact that it's being put off on me is really weird. And I won't lie, it's a little bit psycho, but whatever, people see things how they see them. I now see things how I see them.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that subscribers do and say too that really like that. Like when they were saying that you were starting shit, you know, I mean, it just.
But I wasn't.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like you know what I mean? Like this is other people. I'm not saying you were. I'm just repeating what somebody else had said that was in the chat. Messages. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I can show you messages from subscribers that are like, "What the fuck? Why is she acting like you haven't all supported her channel?"
They're on both ends. Yes, there's, and I've gotten both of them. I've gotten some that are like, "What the hell? Like, why did you know what I mean?" And I've gotten some that are like,
"I would if some of those get brought up too." To be honest, because this is a two.
Well, Nanya says, I think the unfortunate part of this whole thing is that it feels the only people suffering from the constant bleeding is the subs. And some days it feels like no one cares about that. And that's just my opinion.
Can I say something?
This is very hurtful for me. I'm also a subscriber more than I am a creator. Yeah. And I'm the one who is fucking being antagonized and come out all the time. So, I tried in my live especially to express that I don't want anybody to feel that way and why I don't want people to add to the hate and everything I can do. I'm the only one who has reached out to try to do that. So I personally take offense to statements like that because I always keep y'all in mind.
Yeah, can I say something?
Why I just faked with the motherfucker.
Let her finish and then beat him.
I promise you I'm about to shut up. That's why I faked with the motherfucker is because I care more about y'all than myself. That time has come to an end. My boundaries are back in place firm and I matter too, frankly. And I think it's okay to feel that fucking way.
You do.
I think the issue is that when like if someone jumps on a panel, like we saw this with like a little bit with Laura would just start screaming at the chat and everyone started, say that was wrong. And I think if you jump on a person's panel, you have to be respectful to the person running the show and stick to the subject. You can't start singling out people in the chat, even if you have history with them, because that's not respectful to the person who's running the channel. And that's not respectful to the topic at hand. And it's kind of dragging the drama to channel. And I think, like, if you're in the chat, you shouldn't be singled out because a content creator doesn't like you. I think if you're on a panel, you have to be respectful to the person on the panel, and you have to be, you got to be like, listen, you might have history with so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so, but you can't just start singling out people, and you got to stick to the subject, or you're out of here. You're gone. Because I can't handle that shit because we're going to talk about this subject, and that's it. That's what I think is the issue at hand.
Especially when it's like one or two people out of hundreds. It's like, are you that much of a titty baby? Come on. Like,
for the people come in there and say some really fucked up shit, but that's not me, but yet it gets taken out on me. And that's where my problems come in. And people, this shit on the screen right now, you both trigger each other. No, when he comes at me, I defend myself.
Well, there's a difference. He's on a
of admitting whenever I'm a shithead. I did it just the other day on a stream with the glitter bomb I made. I know whenever I'm going out of my way to be kind and whenever I'm going out of my way to be a dick. I go out of my way time and time again to be kind and I get spat on and I'm allowed to react to that. He does not trigger me. He makes me want to vomit. There's a fucking difference.
There's a difference between a person who's on a panel and a person in the chat. There's a higher, like if I'm in a panel and I see a bunch of people saying B-Tim's a piece of shit, and I don't like them. I would say I just absolutely despise them. And we're talking about a missing girl or something like that. And once I derail the conversation, I start talking about the person in the chat, and I'm bringing in drama, and we're not talking about the missing little girl, little boy, whatever. That is the fault of me for being very bad panel etiquette. And the fault of, the fault of the person running the panel, because you got to be like, listen, you have drama with this person, but you got to stop. You got, I know you don't like this person, but that person's a sub. They're in the chat. And that's what I think is the situation. And I'm sorry, Grandma Sherry, you were talking. My apologies.
Oh, no, that's okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you real quick. That's why I apologize to you, because I should have known those boundaries and I should not have been. I just I should have known not to pretend like we are all friends and we're all friendly and you know what I'm saying? I guess
we should not have
feel like I owe you an apology for that. So that's all.
I get it. Thank you, but I feel like we were dumb for trusting him to be an adult in that situation. We knew better. Our bad won't happen again.
Well,
You
can
know,
I say?
for me, it's that simple.
Yes, Grandma Sherry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's okay. I was having technical difficulties, so I had to jump down. But the thing about Queen, when you let the glare up, it's because y'all share subs. You
Well, no,
know,
that's not why I let him up.
no. What I'm saying though, okay, is that you all share subs, okay,
Yeah,
and
we do share subs. Yeah, sometimes we do, and we actually get along. We have some of the same viewpoints. Not, I mean, I'm sorry, we don't get along, but we actually go along like with some of the same viewpoints. Like, you know what I mean? We feel the same on certain things, and I actually really don't even have a major issue with him to the point where, like, I mean, I do, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to bring old stuff. I don't know. I just,
well,
like I said, it's old shit, and I want to. I like to laugh and get along. I like, you know what I'm saying. I like to have fun, but there are boundaries, and I let him up because his mod asked me for Ryan Upchurch. That's the original time he came up, and he wanted to speak to Ryan, and I said, "All right, cool." As soon as he got down, he went to his fucking live and started shit talking about you're a shit creator, drama channel, blah 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 blah. Well, he's just as much as drama as I am. Period. I don't know if he likes to admit it or not, but just like Morbid doing Chromacon, like, come on, you guys are fucking drama. Stop calling everybody else drama when you're the same fucking kind of channel we are.
That's what I told him yesterday. I was like, stop. Okay, I'm about to get off the panel. Stop drama shaming. And he's like, what's drama shaming? And I'm like, it's exactly what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, what's with all the stigma? Like okay, everybody participates in drama. Okay, like, and to say that he never does drama is fucking ridiculous.
Cappy, stop. It's not drama when you challenge a random YouTuber to a fist fight named because he talks bad about you. That's not drama at all. It's not like,
Right.
like I want to beat up this guy because he gets me mad on the internet. It's not drama. I'm sure that's not drama at all. Like,
It's because we do it on a panel with more than one person, and he does it by himself. And I'm like, okay, but you know what I mean? Like, he's like, to say that he's never participated in drama on a panel is like ridiculously untrue. So,
well, especially when he brings drama with. I mean, it's one thing to come up and talk about the subject at hand and whatnot, and it's another thing to absolutely derail what's happening in the live, in the chat, and bring up old stuff that most people don't know about. And the thing that I was trying to point out is that there are people that watch Glare, there are people who watch Queen, there are people who watch Deets, and the thing is that when yesterday happened, it was totally derailed, and there were even like comments in the chat that said, when did this go from talking about grifting to the Glarer show? And that's I think the big frustration with subs is that, he's passively aggressively or hiddenly trying to bring up something, and then Dietz brings it out into the open. And honest to God, most of us don't even know who Truthy Magoo is, or
that's
what
so
the
before you guys, like, you don't have any idea. And why bring up somebody like that? That's, you know what I'm saying, a known, he sodomized and raped two 16-year-old kids. Like, we don't need to I don't want that shit in my community. I don't fucking want it anywhere around here. I don't want anything to do with it.
And then lied about him committing.
He lied about unaliving him. So I don't want anything to do with that. That's not my friend. Never was. Never has been. I don't want any fucking thing to do with it. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I feel like he might have said fuck everybody, and that's fine. But in my perspective, I feel like anybody should be able to go wherever the fuck they want, and they should be able to chat, and they should be able to have a good time, and not have to. You know what I'm saying? I'm over it.
I think that what he's
fucking
doing
over it.
wrong because he expressed embarrassment. And I'm sorry I brought this to your panel, Morbid. I'm sorry. That's because he knows what he's doing is wrong. And that's because he knows what he's doing is lies that are easily proven. And that's where the issue comes in for me. If you don't care who calls who is see you next Tuesday, guess what? I don't either. They're just words. If you're used to men who are drunk and verbally way out there, that's sad to me. But okay, that's fine. Like, I get it. But the motherfucker says those things because he knows what he's doing is wrong. And I think it's another time you can use his own words to explain his own actions. And it just really amounts to, I don't appreciate it being put off on me.
Yeah. Well, and
It's
that's
it's
another thing
constant.
too
There's not a time.
is
Just one more thing, Grandma Sherry,
oh,
because I think this is
sorry.
important to point out for people who weren't there. I never tagged him in one single comment. I was not making pointed comments. The girl who did, oh, he jumped all over her too, but her comment was true and well written. It was polite. Um, but like, I dare you to find one because there isn't one. And after I got attacked on Morbids, now I said some mean things. I did. Wet brain, small penis. I said all kinds of mean things. I will own what I do. But that was after being attacked. And you just can't, I don't see how you can look at the totality of this picture and not see the issue. And that's where I get frustrated and I end up speaking to people how I shouldn't, because I feel like it's almost like willful ignorance. And that's where I'm having to work on that. It's not for me to understand. And Queen has said to me before about even other circumstances, people will learn in their own time. And when they do, we're just going to watch it.
Yeah,
And
just
she's
like
right.
I mean, people have to learn for themselves. I just don't understand why can't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I
It,
mean,
Well,
I'm just
yeah,
really
I
tired
end
of
up
it. I know, and I feel, and this is why I do kind of feel bad for Dietz in this regard because, she's used to doing, like I said, she's used to doing videos up until about 3 months ago. She started doing live chats all the time, and we talked last night. She explained it's a little easier for her because it does take so long to edit videos. I understand that. I don't edit videos and do videos because it's too time consuming and I get frustrated. I don't have the patience or the time for it, and so I understand that. But like I told her, with open panels, my chats have been fucking um, ruined. I don't know how many times. I come up here to talk about shit and it gets derailed. I don't know how many fucking times.
yeah.
yeah.
But
Well,
you don't
what I
purpose
was
to push buttons, though, Queen. Sorry, Grandma Sherry. I'll shut up as soon as I say this. You can't act like you're so shocked the drama's coming, the panel's derailed, and look, all these people only come from drama when you're the creator that purposely brought shit up twice in your
I'm just
live.
fucking tired. I'm just tired.
But you
I'm just.
do that,
yeah.
though.
Well,
That's the difference
can I
between you and you did that shit on purpose yesterday, Queen.
I don't know. I wasn't over there. I had my own shit going on. I don't. You know what I
yeah.
mean? I'm just fucking.
Well,
I mean,
I was
go ahead.
there. I was there, but no, what I wanted to point out, okay, is that people use superlatives too much. Everybody, never, always. And the thing is that if one person says something derogatory to you in the chat, that's not everybody attacking you. Like Glara said, everybody in this chat was attacking him. That's not true. And just like yesterday, that girl was chatting with just people, you know. Continuing on in my channel on both sides, there's a deep wound that keeps bleeding on everyone
So
and
it's not.
over. Yeah.
So here goes, Deets. It's not
Hey,
willful
feel
ignorance.
like
I'm honestly
bitch.
just sick of it always continuing on my channel on both sides. There's a deep wound that keeps bleeding on everyone, and I'm over it
Yeah.
happening. It's not on me. Well, and that's true. I mean, it's you guys don't really know much about. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Well, and
just
I've
it's.
already said I won't come back. The way you treated me and
But
you cherry picked my, no, please let me say this. You
all right,
cherry
all right,
picked
all right, all right.
and shooting off on me about how I was being disrespectful. Never once highlighted another one of my comments. I've always been respectful to her. And I didn't say she was willfully ignorant. I said maybe in some cases it is. If the shoe fits, wear it. If it doesn't, don't. It's just my opinion because it doesn't make sense to me. And don't worry, you and you alone made it where I will not feel comfortable there ever again. And it's fine. You won't have to deal with it anymore until he keeps doing it to other people who come in your chat. And that'll be on y'all, not me. So don't think there's any problems coming from my end. I forgive you for what you did to me yesterday. And if you don't even see that you did anything wrong, that's okay too. I still forgive you. My feelings were extremely fucking hurt. And I took a step back and I realized, hey, this is YouTube. And the social climbing and the unfair shit is how it works sometimes. And I'm okay with that today. I truly swear to God that I am. Grandma Sherry let me talk with her for a little bit last night, and she explained that something she said on panel wasn't directed towards me like I thought it was. And that's how adults should be able to do things. And there's some people that will never be adults. And that's okay, but it doesn't make it my bad.
Well, it's like that example that people were giving when something is said in general, when it's not specified. Oh, sorry, my cat's sneezing. When it's not specified, then if somebody takes that as being at them personally, then it
Well,
that needs to, that needs to be clarified. That
when
needs to
the
be clear.
example is a specific situation, though, when the example is a specific situation, but they're not naming names, like that he
Yeah,
might as
that's
well have named. He might as well have named a name because
Yeah,
he spoke on a specific situation. It like didn't
right. But
matter that he didn't say her name.
what I was talking
You know?
about is that a couple lives back, I guess Brittany J got all upset with Dietz because she was talking about something in general. Brittany J took it as being personal, and we all do that. We all do that,
Now,
and
see, that's the
especially
thing and I talked to her about it last night. Like we went over some things last night, and there was things that I really didn't know that had happened, and people that reached out, and I didn't know there was. You know what I'm saying? We had a chance to talk and kind of work things out because there's a lot of people who took her live as talking about me. There's a lot of people who were like, she's not saying any names, but we feel like it's about you. What's going on? Is there something going on between you guys? And there's other people who said no, they think it's about Brittany J because they had issues, but not very many people know Brittany J. I don't really talk about her too much over here, so not a lot of people that come from over here which now go to Jonesins and Dietz, you know what I mean? They don't really hang out over there that I'm aware of anyways. Maybe they do, but there's a lot of people. And if you don't name people, subscribers run with what they think.
yeah, and Dietz, that's where that came from. Is that Brittany J was upset with you because of something that was generally said on panel. That's where that came from, subscribers. Whether Brittany was exactly or not, I don't know, but I've just seen it in other chats.
I've found a lot of the lives lately where people aren't naming names, but they're going over situations that apply to several creators at once to be divisive. That's
Well,
just
and
my
that's
personal
like
opinion.
Burden just said. There's a lot of creators that feel like it refers to them. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't just, I'm not the only one either. You know what I mean? There's other people as well. You know what I'm saying? Other creators as well. Or their subscribers feel like they're talking about one, or it was about the other, or it was about this one, or you know what I'm saying? But that's like, when I talk to Dietz, I'm like, when you're doing that, like it's causing subscribers to, basically run with it. And she wasn't aware of it because she just started doing live streams. She just in the last 3-4 months started doing open panels and realizing how people can run with things and twist things.
Well, okay, and
What's up,
let me
Ellie?
clarify this because Dietz keeps saying.
Oh, here, I
keeps
missed some comments
saying,
from her. Hold on. I'm trying to keep up.
I'm purposely not
no,
looking at
that's
the chat.
okay.
She wasn't
That
going to listen. Like, you want to come up, Dietz? You're welcome to. I see
yeah,
Joseph's going back and forth. Willow, nice to see you. You took the fuck off when the
Willow.
whole heels racism bullshit came up. So I've tried to message you a couple times. I'd like to have a conversation with you privately before I talk publicly. But I don't know. I don't know what's up. But I've sent you a couple messages. You seem not to want to answer them. But nice to see you back around, buddy.
Yay.
I think it's always better when we
I
can
think
talk
it's fucking
about things
bullshit when
right.
people blame me and fucking leave the damn chats like shit's my fault when they fight with other people. That pisses me off because I get the shit into the fucking stick.
It's hurtful, I bet, and I'm sorry that happened.
Fuck, that's hurtful.
I know it is. How could it not be? It's an unfortunate consequence of this app sometimes is hurt feelings. It just is what it is.
Yeah, and I think your hurt that girl is a lot bigger and more complicated than a lot of other subs know and other
Well,
people
I think
know.
that's
So
where I'm getting
let me
frustrated
just
because y'all aren't listening to me. I'm not
well, you
harboring
just cut me
more
off. I was trying to
resentment.
finish a sentence and
It's just frustrating, Ellie, because it starts with your hurt is so much deeper. No, I just want to be left alone, and that's why I feel like I'm not
well, then
being
why do you keep
listened
bringing
to.
it up? If you want to be left alone, you just
I
shut up and we
didn't
don't
bring
talk
it
about.
up, Ellie. Thank you very much. I didn't bring it up.
Yeah, you did though. You
Oh,
did.
really? Where? Where did I bring it up? Please.
Okay. Well, Dietz is here. I want to hear what she has to say.
No, tell me where I brought it up, Ellie, please. Where did I bring it up first? Tell me. I want to know.
Where'd you bring what up first? You go into like Dietz's chat because you know
I've
he's
always
in
gone
there.
into Pizza's chat.
I think you know what you do.
There
I'm
are
not sure.
dozens of comments on her videos before she ever went live from me. I've always gone to her channel. Just because I've missed some here and there doesn't mean I haven't fucking been listening. It doesn't mean I don't still support a creator. Just because I can't live, eat, sleep, and breathe YouTube panels doesn't mean that I don't still listen when I can. Just because I'm listening doesn't mean I'm always going to be chatting. There's a lot of people that do that. And just because he suddenly decided that's his new home in the last 4 weeks doesn't mean that I hated Dietz or didn't want to be over there or shouldn't be allowed to be.
It's not the last 4 weeks. He's been in my lives ever since I started them and in my comments before. I was not saying yesterday that you haven't been around and haven't been supportive.
Well,
But when I took the time to go back and see, okay, where did this start? How did this start? I truly want to understand, like, how did this start exploding over here in my space and why is it happening? So I went back through all my lives. It's not hard to do because I don't have a shit ton of them. And to see that, okay, there is a repeated pattern here. And I'm not putting that on you. And that's why I was very disappointed that you twisted my words yesterday. But what I'm saying is, it does feel like that. And others have seen that. Others have said that. And it's like,
and others have seen it the other way too, Dietz.
And that's
see it both
fair.
ways.
That's fair. But I wish you would try. I'm trying to understand your perspective. I wish you would take a breath and try to understand it from mine. The things that I'm hearing here today.
Yesterday made it
Can
super
I
clear for me. I don't want to be a part of it anymore, Dietz.
That's fine. I heard that. I heard that. I heard that loud and clear.
Let her finish. Let her finish real quick.
I heard that loud and clear. I have no problem with it. I'm not gonna, like, no one's forced to come over to my channel, gosh. So you don't have to keep, pounding that in. I get it. It's fine. But I just wanted you to know that I understand you have a perspective on things. Can you take a beat, take a second, and step back and look and think that I might have a perspective on things? It has nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with that at all. You guys have an issue that goes way back, it goes way far, and it's something that I'm not connected to. I understand Cappy and Queen, have talked to me about this. They understand it. They connect with it because they were there for it. That's not my,
that's true.
hurt or my hang up. I wasn't around 2.5, 3 years ago. And that issue is your guys's. And I would never take that from you. I was there in your live. I saw how horrible that was to you. I'm not going to take that from you.
I don't need it to
but
be.
That's not my.
I needed you to not let him single me out like that. I didn't tag him. I wasn't talking at him or to him at all. I had him blocked. And if you go back and look at your own live chat replay, you can see I was there listening an hour late, but from the beginning, before he was on panel, I came in and I said, hey, I'm going to back up so I get full context and full understanding. And I didn't continue to comment the whole time because I think it's weird when people do that. If you're an hour behind in the stream, you should not be in the live chat really. Because then you're commenting on things that aren't even happening and it gets misunderstood. But I was there the whole time. But that doesn't matter. Like, it's still.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. There's something going on. And like I told him, I'm telling you, you guys, if you can't, and I'm not your freaking kid in the middle of a divorce. And I feel.
You're not a fucking babysitter. It just gets
Let
tough.
me explain how I feel, that girl. That girl, let me explain how I feel, please.
I am. I'm very, very trying to be very open-minded to what you're saying too, to be honest.
But you're not taking a breath and letting me get it out. Can I get it out?
I don't know.
Really?
That's how I feel like you're talking to me. Yes.
I think that Dietz is on a delay because I didn't hear her interrupt in the last 2 minutes.
Because I didn't, but it's okay. I don't care. I'm going to mute again because.
But you did before that. But I did in the last. I'm sorry.
But I also muted. It doesn't matter. I'm muting again. It's pointless.
All right, just mute. So okay, I got it muted. Go ahead. You're muted. Okay, you're unmuted now. All right, there you go.
All I'm saying is, if you guys can't stay on opposite sides of the playground, then don't even enter the playground. Like, I don't know how deep that issue is, but I know something happened 4 weeks ago and it exploded because I've had both of you up there on my panel getting along twice before. It was fine. It was great. Everything's flowing great. I think that there's an issue, and Queen and I talked about this last night, and it's not just you, but there's a lot of people that think that
her channel here and my channel there are the exact same and they blend together, and that's not true. They're two
Right.
separate
They're
things, two
separate.
separate channels. We're separate people. We have separate beliefs. We handle our channels differently. We do our things differently. And so a lot of people are taking some hurts and hangups and issues that are happening over here and applying them over there when
Well,
like
see, and
that
that's
didn't
happened
happen
over
over
here.
there, and
It
vice
happens a lot.
versa. Yes, and
Happens
vice
with, well,
versa.
that's the thing with open panels and open chats. It happens a
Mhm.
lot. There's stuff that I got into an argument. Laura got into a fight with me over something that happened on another person's panel. Look, I could name fucking 5 goddamn things
Mhm.
right now, bam, 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 back to back. People getting upset with me of things that happened on other people's panels and
How about
channels.
that?
My shit.
How about
And
Nick? How about Nicolina jumped on here about Boston Nick? Or
That's,
how about
right.
I mean, there's several examples. I mean, there's just several examples of
Yeah.
things that get brought to our channels that have nothing to do with us. Like,
But
and
why isn't this all being said to him too? Like, I'm just
It
curious.
is.
I have
It
not
is.
I
heard
would hope
one
it was. I mean,
person.
it's,
I
don't
have
talk
not
to
heard one person say this publicly to him like everybody feels the need to do.
Well,
Maybe
well,
it's
that
because
girl,
they
if it,
know. Maybe it's because they know I won't wig out on them like he will. But I still
You
don't find it to be very fair.
you just
well,
said you
it's
don't listen
being,
to all panels,
yeah,
5
it's
minutes ago,
being
Yeah,
that girl.
stated
but I'm
publicly right
gonna have
now.
to agree. I'm gonna have to agree with her on that. That like when this whole Will thing happened, right? Everybody, like not everybody, but a pretty good group of people were way more considerate of his feelings. Those are his true feelings. And why are you guys over here doing this? This is horrible. Like,
No.
well, he
Well, back it
you
up.
know, like
Back it up, Kathy.
it felt
I
that
agree with
way.
you on so much, but what Good Egg did, and Queen, you said it last night, you agreed with it. Everybody here has agreed with it. What she did in my chat that day was horrible. It was wretched. It should not have happened. It was
Oh, well,
inappropriate.
are you
It
talking
was
about her
hard.
jumping
I'm
on
not good at.
panel?
I
Yeah,
have
that's
never
I know
behaved
totally.
that way. I have
that girl,
never
I didn't
ever
say
behaved that
you were
way.
good.
Well, no,
I
I
didn't
said when
say
Good
you
Egg
were
comes
good,
in
I've
chat.
Egg.
never behaved that way. I want to make the distinction because everybody likes to lump us together because of that motherfucker. I don't behave that way. I'm
I
not her.
didn't say you were. Cappy said, in generalization, everybody, like this happened because these things and these people. So that's where she got added to the reference. I wasn't
Oh
saying
no, that's not what I
you're
was
good
saying.
egg
I
at
was saying the
all.
reaction. The reaction felt like whatever reason it happened. Okay, and I agree with you for the reason. Okay, but I'm talking about the reaction to his reaction to Good Egg. It was like he went off and he said all these things about more than one person. He wasn't just talking about Good Egg, okay? And just kind of grouped us all together and said like what he said. And then, some of us felt necessary to like defend ourselves, certain details that he added on, right? Because they weren't true. And it felt like the reaction he got was like, oh, these are Will's feelings. But when Queen had her live, there was things said like, "Oh, like, does anybody give any grace, or is it like people make mistakes? Like,
Oh, look at
what are
them
you
ganging
guys
up on
doing?"
poor Will. Look at them ganging up on him.
Because
Well, that's
I
kind of how
was,
it felt.
for me, and I'm sorry that it felt that way, but for me, it's frustration and not ever having been in that type of situation before. Just hadn't. So it's a learning experience. This is all absolutely a learning experience for me. But for two, it did feel like it had a certain flavor on it. It did. And I'm sorry, that's just how it felt to me. And it's not like, oh no, care about his fifis and love him more. He can take care of himself. I don't need to stand up for him, but I was standing up for my channel, and I don't know how that kept getting misconstrued. Like
What would
I
be
was
the certain
standing up
flavor
for
though?
what
Like,
was happening there to me and my platform and what I was talking about in that moment. Because in that moment, now this isn't on you, that girl, please don't take it that way. In that moment, I'm trying to hold this conversation about Ryan Upchurch, and I got people come in just saying, "Oh, if it would have happened with Laura or Molly or Aileen up on panel where they're coming in and just saying, you pussy, you this, you that." It felt to me a personal attack on me and my platform. So I'm
And
trying
it
to stand
does
up
feel
for
like that
myself,
sometimes.
and I did not handle that well, no. But that's how I took it at that moment, not how it wasn't about him or his feelings in that moment. It was about me and mine.
Suddenly got really quiet for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I
it
got a
feels.
call. That's why.
Go ahead.
No, I got a call. That's why I had to stop talking. But what did you mean by a certain flavor on it, though, Deets? Like, I don't understand. Like, so him saying, like, he it wouldn't. I don't know. Like, how was us defending ourselves any different or wrong? Like, you keep relating it back to what Good Egg did on your channel. Like, I feel like
That
that's not.
moment, yeah, that moment was what um that day, that live is what changed some things for me. Yeah.
Okay, but for her specifically, like,
I guess I don't
Well,
not for
how
all
that
of us.
everybody. I feel
no.
it is being equated to all of us. I know it has been for me, not on your panel specifically, on a different one. And it is a pattern of behavior where a female, they just all happen to be female. I don't want to name names, will go and talk shit to him. And then he, without me even being there or involved, starts talking shit on me. It's a pattern. I get not everybody knows the patterns. And but I feel like if you truly felt that way, more something along these lines would have come out of your mouth yesterday than what did. And I get there's people who see it both sides. There's people who see it in between. But just like you're worried about your channel and your feelings, that's what I'm worried about. Not my channel, because I don't give a fuck about that thing. I only ever had it to defend myself from him. And here I am 2 years later having to use it for that same purpose again. Um, I don't expect people to understand or respect my experiences. People clearly aren't listening about my feelings behind my actions, and that's fine. I don't expect to be received or heard by everyone. But what I do expect, and what I have made perfectly clear, is that I'd like to be left alone. And I feel like some things were very divisive yesterday. And for the first time, even though you've called yourself a hypocrite more than once in certain situations, I didn't see it. But yesterday, whenever it was, oh, now look at all the people
What?
flocking in here. Can I please finish? When you said, look at all the people flocking in here for the drama, right after admitting that you had said two hot button things on purpose, it seemed very divisive to me. Like you did things to feed into the situation rather than calm it down, and then are going to turn your nose up at the people who were there for the drama when
Are
you
you kidding
hated it.
me? I was
Absolutely.
using that as an example, and I wasn't like, "Oh, I'm a hypocrite. I'm a
No,
hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite."
no,
I was being
that's
very
not what
real
I
and honest saying that
know.
we are all hypocrites at
Yeah,
times.
and
Like,
I
I
gave you
can't
the
believe you're
Just
example
just
let
because
Deets
doing what you're
finish.
doing right.
so what
Yes,
she's
thank
doing,
you. I've been
what you're doing is
talking.
taking the first words I said and dumping on everything else that came
Well,
out of
can
your
I
mouth.
get through the first part before I can address the
No,
second
I would
part?
rather you listen to the whole thing because it was
No,
all
that
one
girl, just
point.
let her talk.
I'm
You do
Queen.
this all the
I'm
time.
sorry, but this is it. This is what it is, and I'm not. I can't be a part of this. Thank you for letting me out. Thank you for trying to let me speak, but that's that's apparent. That's not going to happen. And that girl, it's your feelings are yours. I'm not going to invalidate them. I'm sorry that you took it that way, but that's not what I intended, and that's not how it came out at all. And uh, wish you nothing but the best.
I
Lots of love.
appreciate that. I wish you could have listened to everything I said instead of picking out the first two words and freaking out on them, because to me, it's a very valid point. But, not everybody has to see it like I do. I felt like it was fucking divisive as shit. And I'm not the only one who saw it that way. And there are other creators who wrote me and unsubscribed because of it. So you'd think if you really cared about your channel, rather than me going back to where, using an example of where you had said we're all hypocritical, sometimes including you, I had never felt that way about you until yesterday. And I can say it privately, I can say it publicly. It's called a conversation. And I'm not going to sit there and have my point picked apart by the first two fucking words and everything else invalidated because somebody wants to argue or is offended.
I only have one thing to say to all this. I need to be in my safe space right now. Just saying. That was a joke. I'm trying to
You, you
lighten
have to
up.
sing. You
All
have to
right.
sing.
Oh my.
My God.
Everyone likes me and thinks I'm great in my safe space. People don't judge me and haters don't hate in my safe space. If you do not like me, you are not allowed in my safe space.
Hold on, okay.
Look at them, see there's birds of the crowd in your safe space. For people that
that support me. Rainbows all around me. There is no shame in my safe space. That's what I got.
All right, that was what I sang on Beats.
We need a better recording of that.
That was on Jones's. That's on Jones's, but it is what it is.
You know, this is absolutely the last thing I'll say. I love how Queen and Deets and everybody can contact everybody behind the scenes and have these respectful, safe, non-public conversations, but with me. I love that I'm the only one that's forced to do this publicly, but you know what? I will, because I'm worth that.
I don't think you're forced to do anything publicly. First of all,
you didn't email with me.
The last 10 minutes of what? Well, Deets is gone and somebody else left. There's 2 or 3 people that are gone.
Ellie left with her.
Ellie.
I believe who it was. Yeah, I tried to tell her how I felt about what happened yesterday, and she tripped out on my first 2 words instead of listening to my entire point. And I didn't find that to be fair. It doesn't matter.
Well, it's hard. Well, I was going to say it's hard because there's all of us up here. Did you guys,
No, it didn't go well at all, dude. And like I said, it's nice that everybody else can have these private, respectful conversations backstage, but I got to do it on a panel in front of everybody, and I'm fine.
Who told you? I didn't know anybody told you had to do it on a panel. Who told you you had to do it on a panel?
Out to me privately, and I was attacked by her publicly.
I talk to you every day privately.
But I'm not talking about you, Mama.
Well, what happened then? What am I missing here?
No, okay, let me start over.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got lost here. Hold on, I had to go take a pizza off the cooker. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Y'all clearly talked and worked out some shit behind the scenes, and I think that's great. That's not the point at all. I think everybody should always do that. And her and Will have talked, and all these other people have talked, and everybody's all adult and behind the scenes. But yet, it seems like that can only happen with me on a fucking panel, and I'm constantly judged for my words and reactions in the moment. And everybody else gets this privilege of doing things behind the scenes and having all these adult things. And it's a little bit frustrating. And it's the last thing I'm going to say about it, to be honest, but it's just a little bit frustrating. And I think that had I said that to her privately, maybe she would have reacted different. But my side, as far as the respect of being given not public things, just it doesn't happen. And I think it's kind of funky, and I don't truly appreciate that aspect of things, but fuck it. It's happened publicly. So I'll talk about it publicly. It just kind of bugs me a little bit. That's all.
If I have my opinion with the whole Deets thing is I think she's new to the panels. It's tough to control people that jump on a panel, and it's just how it is. I think I'm not going to go as far as say, oh, she's a hypocrite or whatever. I'm not going to say that. I just think it's just got Will, jumps up, the conversation gets taken over. You know how a shit show happens, basically. And that's pretty much, I think that's the thing. And she's still learning, and that's how it is. And I think she just needs to learn. And we all fuck up in the beginning. I think that's it. And I think emotions are high because I think a lot of the emotion that you're experiencing right now, that girl, is because of the situation with Will, and now it's kind of bringing back all this stuff. And I think at this point, I
feel cornered. Honestly, Tim, I feel fucking cornered.
Mm-hmm.
I think just being honest.
You know what? Just my advice, I would say, just forget about that. You know what I mean? At that point, now he's just kind of, he's not coming here anymore. So that's for damn sure. But now that
you're right.
I think it's everyone knows the situation. I think we all just move on. And
they're saying you didn't get Deets a chance to talk or whatever. What is
that?
What happened?
Came back about me using the hypocrite example and how I never viewed her as that until yesterday. That made her really fucking mad. And instead of hearing the rest of my point, she just wanted to go off on that. And yes, I interrupted her because I don't want to fight over whether or not she thinks she's a hypocrite. I wanted her to hear what the fuck I was saying to her. And had that not happened on a panel with Hype Girl Ellie and everything else, it would have gone differently. But guess what? It didn't. So fuck it.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't have a chance to talk back yesterday while she was yelling at me from her panel.
That girl, listen, though,
came from
Ellie came up here trying to support you, though, and you did kind of jump on her.
Yeah, you did a little bit.
I'm sick of people not validating the fact that I am upset about what's happening right now. Not Will 2 years ago. I'm upset right now today with Deets because what happened yesterday, not because of Will 2 years ago. It's very fucking weird to me that nobody can understand or hear me say that. This is not about 2 years ago. This is about now.
Mhm.
And people saying that
And
it's okay
that's
to
why
lie
everybody
about me if
talks.
they don't use my name. She wouldn't feel that way if it was her, but I didn't even get to ask her about that because she got so mad with my example of a hypocrite. It's not even a fucking conversation that should take place in public. But I don't
Well,
get that respect too.
I'm wondering if I gotta pull up another song or something to calm things down.
No, don't, because I'm trying to. No,
I'm just trying to
I
do some
feel
levity.
really misunderstood. I feel super misunderstood.
Like, I mean, I'm trying to be fucking serious. Like, this is like, there's fucking big goddamn fires going on all the fuck over. And I mean, I'm fucking sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it.
I am
I'm
too.
not a goddamn babysitter. I come on here to have fucking fun with everybody. We are fucking adults. If you can't get along with somebody, why go fuck with them?
Well,
he shouldn't have came over here. I should have kept my boundaries with that girl. I should have told her. I should have kept that. That's where I apologize to you. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have looked past it. That's my fault. I apologize for it. There ain't nothing else I can do about it but fucking move on. But I feel like it just keeps getting brought up over and over and over and over. And it's old shit.
To be fair, he brought it up yesterday.
Yeah.
See, I didn't get a chance to even watch all of Deets Live. Sorry, good Nunya. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I apologize.
Hi, good Nunya.
Hi, everyone.
How you doing?
So only because I've already said it in private, I don't have a problem with saying it in public. You know, Queen, I support you. Cappy, I do apologize if you took my comment earlier towards you. It was not meant towards you, so I should have named names. So
I didn't take it personally. I didn't take it incredibly personally. No, I did. I was just like reacting to just in general. It feels like it's okay because once again, Will brought it up first. He started it. He brought it up yesterday, and we're reacting. And it seems like it's a problem when we react to what he says, and that's the way that was my response.
And I don't want to invalidate anybody's opinion. If that is your opinion, that's completely fine. I think for me, like, it is a two-sided street. It is not one-sided, and the people who are dealing with it as everybody else around is feeling the pressure of it. And I'm not taking away from and again, I'll name names. I'm not taking away from that girl's hurt from her, from their past and their history. I'm not taking away from his past and his history that they had together, right? I don't have anything to take away from that because that's their situation. What I'm saying is it's not one-sided. It is not just he said something, he started it, she started it. Like, first of all, that feels very childish to me, in my opinion, but it is a two-way street. And at what point in time does the healing start where somebody says enough is enough? Fuck this. I'm not going to be disrespectful to this creator because that's what Deets was attempting to express. Is she felt disrespected by both of them. Now, I do get on her panel, she only pointed out what that girl had did. And that's fine. Maybe if she would have been given an opportunity to speak, she could have owned that she did that. Maybe she felt like she gave it to both of them. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not here to speak for her or speak on her behalf. I'm just here to give a different perspective. But really what it's doing right now is Queen came up today to be able to speak about her frustrations because everybody else's actions is getting drug underneath her and put on top of her shoulders when she has already enough shit going on. And that to me is like, that's wrong. No matter who is doing it, it doesn't matter who it is. I feel like we should be able to make general statements on any panel at any given time and people not take it personally. If you take something, if I say all men are assholes, right? And B. Tim is like, what? No, I'm a man. I'm not an asshole. Then he needs to reflect within himself why those words resonated with him. Because if somebody says all women are such and such, and that doesn't apply to me because I'm a woman and I don't feel that way, I'm not going to take those words and then own them. But it's so beyond, and I'm sorry for the passion in my voice. I'm not yelling, so I apologize if I'm getting loud. But I'm over the fact that we want to make every single comment about us. And that's not just to that girl. That's not just to Glare. That is across the board.
Okay.
No, and I'm not saying that you are. I'm speaking in general terms because it's happening everywhere. And at the end of the day, if somebody says something, what they do is somebody somewhere runs back to Queen.
And everybody else too. They're in everybody's ears. They get off on it. Can I ask you a very specific question that goes to what you just said? Could you see the difference between the examples you were just giving and somebody that is talking about direct situations and people and lying about them?
So here's the thing,
And
that girl, and you
for
know,
people to be okay, and expecting for people to be okay with the lies. Can you see where there's a difference between somebody taking a comment that didn't have anything to do with them and applying it to them, and
so
somebody
I
not
went back to
okay
the
with
live
the lie?
chat yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? I did, because I was like, how the hell did I had my phone muted and I wasn't watching the chat at that point in time. But when I left out of the live and turned it down, it was about grifting, right? And it was
Yeah.
an amazing conversation. And then when I turned it back up, all of a sudden it's the back and forth with I heard the glare say, now let's look at that girl's comment, right? So I heard him say that, but I went back to the live chat, and the comments, your first set of comments, they were general statements on the topic at that point in time. Yes. But then there started to be comments where now you're throwing in, nobody likes to be lied on. Nobody, and you are now, it's almost as if there are times, and I don't know if it's intentional or not. It doesn't make a difference to me because it's your process, right? But to me, it's like you're intentionally poking a hornet's nest and seeing if bees come out.
Yep. Sorry.
And I get you may not feel that way. Your intention may be wrong, but I think the problem is a lot of us are assuming intentions. You may assume, and I'm going to say may because I don't know, I don't know your thoughts in your mind, right? But you may assume that really when he says something, he's talking about you, right? That may be your assumption, but there's 90 other rest of us in the chat who just think he's talking about something in general. We don't know that it's about you. We don't know that, and Hakab, I like you a lot, but I'm going to use you as an example because I've seen some of your comments earlier. We don't know that that's about Hakab. And if we don't know that it's about you, then I don't understand why you can't ignore it. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a time where you did jump on. He said something that was a blatant lie about you. And I agreed with you jumping up on that panel, because if you lie about me right here, I'm going to hop up on that panel if it's open. And you have every right to defend yourself in that moment. And I don't think anybody would take that away from you. But when the conversation is something else and your comment adds in something about people lying on you, that is an intentional poke. It is both of you. And I'm sorry, like, again, I don't dislike him. I don't like him. I'm very indifferent to him. I have no preference for him. I truly probably barely have an opinion of him, but I like you a lot. And what I'm seeing right now is, and don't get me wrong, I'll keep talking even if you leave, that's fine. But what I see right now is a hurt person who feels and has every right to defend themselves. But sweetie, you don't have to defend. We know he's an asshole. We've seen that he did you wrong. But that bleeding is, unfortunately, it's bleeding into other areas where others are affected by
I
it.
couldn't respond to you, but you brought up that comment twice, so I would like to say where that came from. Chasing and some other people in the chat were also talking about people being able to go where they want, and that is my opinion. People should be able to go where they want. I said it in my live too, and it's my opinion that they shouldn't be lied about. And that is
But
my
if it's causing you a lot of hurt and
if
pain,
that
and like this keeps bringing
Hold on,
things
Ellie,
up,
let
like
her
to
then
finish
finish, please.
explaining
Hold on.
myself
Hold on,
to
Ellie, let her
I would
finish.
like to finish explaining myself. I heard you loud and fucking clear, and I can see where if that's the specific comment you're talking about, where okay, I could see where that would be interpreted that way, but that most certainly was just me coming from my own place and my own experience in the last 2 weeks, not 2 years ago, but now.
And that's exactly what I meant when I said people assume the intention.
And that's fine.
And that's not on
the
you. If your
assumptions,
intention was generally
it's
just having
clearly
a
on
part
me.
of the conversation, right?
It's
No,
clearly
because to me it's not fair to put everything on one side or the other, right? What I'm saying is when other people see that, right, they're assuming the intention that you have behind that comment, and that's part of where the problem is coming from too. It's not just
that
you,
is a
it's not
very
just him. It is
that
absolutely everybody else in the mix
and
too.
that is what's actually hurtful. And this is where I still do not feel heard or seen. The shit that's going on now is what's hurtful. I get why you said I should let it slide, but I feel like a lot of the people who are saying that, if they were in my position, they would not still feel that way. And that doesn't matter. I hope nobody is ever in the same position because, quite frankly, it sucks and it's stupid. And this isn't, oh, beg me to stay, but this is why privately, which is how I prefer things, is privately. I told multiple people that it's going to be easier to end this bullshit if I leave because he will never stop. And that is proven by history. And I don't like this. I don't get off on it. That shit in Deet's chat hurt my feelings that bad. Thank you for offering me perspective as to what was viewed that could have been directed towards him. The one comment that was literally directed towards him and not just my feelings from what's taken place over the last probably damn near month now is that him and Queen produce a lot of the same content because he was trying to separate himself from her, but they talk about a lot of the same shit. And that was the comment that was applicable. And I understand what you're saying about people coming in and saying what they say, and it sets a tone, and that it is two ways. But I don't think somebody as bold and as outspoken as Good Egg should make it open season for everybody else. We cannot control her thoughts, her speech, her what she does. I cannot block her from Deet's chat if she acts up. I can't block her here, nor would I. But it's not on all of us because there's one or two people that can't keep their fucking trap shut or at least be hateful in a kind manner, which I have explained how to do over a year ago. And it is easier for me at this point, rather than to continuously defend myself and repeat myself over and over and over and over again, to just leave. That's why I left all the discords. And it's just easier because
I mean, I think what you find to be
years.
easier is completely your choice, and I don't think anybody can impact that. The only thing I would say is, again, I don't think that it's one-sided. I think that both of you, right? And I mean, again, if it's been established that he's an asshole, you may come back a year from now and pick it right back up from there. So how do you actually get to a place where it's, I see you there, and I'm going to act like you don't even exist. And he sees you there and he acts like he doesn't even, you don't even exist.
I was there. I've been doing it. He infiltrated back up onto the panels. And then again, he flipped out. That's not under my control. I can only not subject myself to him in the fact that I clearly can never go where I felt comfortable before. I get it. We're cool. Like, the issue's not me. I felt like I want to finish this real quick, Cappy, and then I'm going to mute again. I had never shown open letter to that girl again. I only refuted his most ridiculous lies when everything went down 2 years ago. He wants to bring it up again. I'm not going to tell everybody what happened again and again and again. Let me show you what happened in the live that was immediately deleted after it happened because it was that fucked up. I did that. I haven't said anything else until yesterday when it happened again. I'm sorry if people viewed me as coming at him with that comment. That's not the comment he felt I was coming after him with, not the one he highlighted. I really don't care which one he felt that way with. Wasn't my intentions, but we all know intentions don't fucking matter in this game. So cool. I'm not going to go back over there. It's that simple. I already said that. I don't like that, but it is what it is. It's the only good outcome.
Like, you would do that in the real world if you broke up with like somebody, like a boyfriend or like a friend. Like, you wouldn't call them, you wouldn't go where they work, you would distance yourself. You would put up boundaries.
Oh, Jesus.
You don't let me finish my thought ever, girl. That girl, come on. I'm just there's like more to this. Like, I'm saying, in the world, you would put up boundaries, right? But there are different rules for YouTube. I can't even finish my thought.
But that doesn't that can't just go for her, right? Like, because let's think about this though. Okay, so yesterday, like it seemed like everything had calmed down. Obviously, the same feelings are there, but chats were no longer talking about the whole Will situation. Okay, or at least the vast majority, maybe the same 2 or 3 people that he refuses to block were talking about him. Who fucking knows, right? But he brought, before that girl said anything, okay, he brought up an example that was specific to her without naming her, okay? And like, why isn't anybody saying to him these things? When there's like, he's acting as if there's like 800 people going after him when it's like 2. For one thing, like, use the block button, titty baby. Calm down.
Well, I
Everybody
think,
needs to
but
do that.
number one, if he's a mod, we all know that even if you block somebody, if you're a mod, you can still see them. You can still see their comments. So that blocking it isn't just like
That's
the
not
only
true.
option.
That's not true. I have people blocked that come in this chat all the time, and I cannot see their comments, Nunya, just so you know. That changed a while ago.
Well, he could see her over here, so he didn't block
I
her.
don't
Like,
know.
we know that, right?
Yeah, but so
So-
here's my thing. I think like, you know, you made a comment earlier, Cappy, like how come everybody didn't tell him this? I absolutely, I've been saying this from like day one when I spoke on it. How I felt was it is a two-sided thing for me. And I've been very open with that. So like but I also don't care about him. Right. So am I going to go in his chat and fight with him to tell him, you know, like what he's done wrong? No, because I don't care about him. I care about that girl. I care about Queen. So I care to show them a different perspective. Now, that doesn't mean that like that girl isn't still going to have like her opinions set on what they are. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I am trying to do is just give that perspective that like there's so many people in the chat that are just over it. We want to be able, like literally yesterday, right? Yesterday we were in that stream chilling, talking about grifting, having a good conversation, and within instance, I don't care who started it, right? Just like with your kids, you don't care who started it, you care that it's a problem. Within instance,
I mean,
now,
they aren't our kids. Like
the whole chat is talking about this again, and it's like, how do we keep getting there, and how do we stop going there? How do we even as subs? How do we stop entertaining it?
Well, like, you know what though? Like, I didn't jump up right away because I didn't. That's the reason why I didn't jump up right away, because I felt like, you know, okay, he said this example. Maybe it's just like, you know, an off comment, and they'll just move on with the same discussion. And then like 5-10 minutes I think passed, maybe. I can't remember how many minutes, but it didn't go away. And that's the reason why I went up there. And it was like allowed to continue the discussion, which is like, that's her choice, that's her channel. Do you know what I mean? And why expect that something wasn't gonna, like, I don't feel like she expected that anybody was going to comment back. And that's kind of weird, you know? Like, why wouldn't somebody have a response to Will saying what Will said?
Because not everybody has the same reaction to Will saying things that a few people do that have that past with him, you know?
Of course.
I think that's a big part of it. But like what I was saying before, the point I was trying to make about like the YouTube, like it's a different kind of a world. And I feel like we have to adjust our like rules to this world so that we can protect ourselves in the same way we would in the real world, right? Like, so for example, like putting up boundaries like that girl, like you would if like you like had some kind of falling out with like a best friend or like a boyfriend or something, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of like emotion there. Maybe you have to have like a private thing with him, work it out with him, so it doesn't have to come to this. Maybe like there has to be that, or learn to live in the same space and move on with each other and coexist, because there's no other really.
I'm not the one who had the meltdown and caused this again. I cannot force his behavior, and that's where I get frustrated, because this is being talked about.
You can't force his behavior. You can control yours though, right?
And I did until he went off on me again. I did. That's where my frustration.
I think you're paying like if
where
you
he started lying on me again, and all that's just fine. Fuck it, right? That's weird to me.
I mean, I think again, you're to me like you're hearing. For me, it feels like you're hearing what you want to hear, what we're saying. I'm not saying that you should just sit there and take it. Nobody is saying that, in my opinion. But we're trying to figure out, how do we make it stop? Because it's not just like you said, like this is part of the space. You know, you share this space, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you share it with other people who, you know, who are subs to him and who do go around him and do go to other chats. Like, how do we make sure that like this stops? Like,
I know
how do we stop this conversation? Because this is what, a week or two in, and we're still talking about him, and I don't get it.
This is going to be a novel.
I don't know. Maybe we should work on talking to him, because he's the one who keeps bringing it up. I don't know. Maybe
yeah,
right.
Also talk to him about it. But
I don't think
my
so,
novel concept that I have, just a novel concept, is don't lie on people, whether you use their name or not. And if somebody asks you to leave them alone, do it. And
Well,
since he's the one who came into all the spaces that I was at before, then be okay with me being there too, or
I
you
think
leave.
he is though. I think
Okay,
he
so
is.
at this point, what
Okay,
I'm
well,
hearing is at
great.
this point, it's not going to stop. It will continue, and
I
it
said
will
I'm not going
happen
back
time
over
and time
there.
and time again.
I said I'm not going back over there, so I don't know how you are coming to that conclusion at all.
And he's not coming over here,
Somebody
so I
else,
think you're
it's
safe.
going to happen with somebody else, and it's going to happen in other spaces too, but it won't be on me. So I can only handle me. I can't do all. I really don't care what the solution is for him. I told him to fuck off 2 years ago, and I meant it. I just want to be
I think
left
this
alone.
conversation kind of got started with like the Deets aspect of it, and like how she kind of got like roped into, I think, some of the stuff because she has a different relationship with the glare, and you know, there's, I feel like that's, we all have to somehow kind of people have to coexist in general in life. Do you know what I mean? And you have to like,
No,
I think
don't have to
what
go
you're
over there.
saying.
That's simple.
Exactly. Then it's solved. Boom. There you go. Boundaries, right? There's a boundary. You put up a
Yeah,
boundary. You don't go there.
Well,
It doesn't happen. That's
That's why
boundaries, right?
Nunya said that, because
Oh,
I said that a
you,
long time ago.
well,
I
you,
like
but
I
you
like
didn't do it
Menace's
though.
I like Menace's comment. You'll need to,
Ellie, I have not been back to her channel since yesterday, and yesterday is what made me make that decision.
Yeah, I mean, I think though it's like a situation where it's a lot.
please remember that this is like 3 people too. This isn't like Queen Bee's whole chat. So coexisting is him and 3 people basically.
Yeah,
3 or 4,
I'm
maybe
not one
5
of the
tops.
people who's
This is,
telling him he's a piece of shit, abusing his kid, and all the things that those 3 people are saying to him. I'm
Yeah.
not
that's
one
your
of those
personal thing with
But-
him, and you guys
yeah.
need to work that out maybe on a personal like level.
No, he
and not
doesn't need to leave me alone, Ellie. It's that simple.
To be hey,
not
wait.
How is he not leaving you alone?
No. Wait. To be fair, Good Egg does not bring up his kids.
Yeah,
She does. I've never ever seen her bring up all that shit.
I wasn't saying her, but some of the 3 people do.
Okay,
one of which,
okay.
like EX, that's the only thing he talks about.
Yeah, he don't count. He don't count.
Yeah,
He don't count.
That whole shirt thing is fucking weird with BX when he did there. I think the issue is that I think like it's kind of unfair to expect that girl to just immediately just like, oh, you got to coexist with him. Just let her just do her thing.
It's been 3 years though. It didn't just happen, Beat Tim.
Well,
Yeah.
listen.
And even Beats herself said I was on a panel and perfectly respectful. I've done it multiple times. I'm not the issue.
Let's just calm down. I'm just trying to say a sentence. I'm just trying to calm things down. And I think that girl said she's going to stay here. She's just not going to interact there. I think that Dietz doesn't know the history, and she just invites people on the panel to have a discussion. And sometimes, I mean, it even happened to me where I was like misunderstood what she meant with the last live. And it gets to that point. I think like it's now, you know what I mean? Like the glare was invited on, and the conversation drifted off, and she's new to it, and she just needs to learn to be like, listen, glare, or listen, whoever, this is the conversation. If you jump on and attack people who are subs to me, then you're just gonna have to skedaddle away. But I understand that girl's emotion.
I feel like it's her channel. If she chooses to allow the conversation, then that is her choice.
Well, but I'm saying
if that's what she wants. I'm not saying that's what she wants. I'm saying if that's what she wants.
But that's
none of us.
I was trying to. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Tim. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I understand what you're stating. And I'm just saying, like, when you have a conversation, just like the example I gave earlier, if I'm talking about a missing kid and suddenly they want to yell at someone in my chat, that's not appropriate. And I know that wasn't the situation. I think the conversation was about grifting, and then suddenly a conversation between an interaction with a party to another is my understanding. And I just think that, I think Dietz was kind of pulled into the middle of the situation. I think that she's just new to the whole thing. I think emotions are high. And I think we just need to calm down and hopefully, and I think like Dietz will do her thing. We're all in the same space, and we all will just coexist, and I get it, man. I get it.
And I wish her all the luck. I just feel like the only way to not have that happen again, because I'm not the one actually doing it, is to just not go over there, and it sucks.
Okay.
Because I have enjoyed her content. And I've always commented on her videos when I had something to say, or if I saw a little typo, because I know she's like really meticulous with her content, I would mention it to try to help her out. And there's a season, a reason, or a lifetime for everything, and it's just what it is. I don't think that I hate Dietz. Fuck her channel. I'm not saying
I don't think it's an issue. I think that it's just that, it's just emotions run high. An old situation got brought back. And I think at this point, it's like we all know what the situation is. And it is what it is. I mean, and I'm not blaming I mean, like, honestly, I mean, I don't think Dietz did. I think Dietz is new. She just basically got, how pandas kind of run. Case in point, this
Hey,
panel.
be able to have a panel without it being the Glare show between me and him, or him and anybody else, or anybody else.
You can't dictate what other people do on their panels if they want
She
to.
does a lot of stuff on her
That's
on her panel.
Hey, that's what I was about to say. She can do
It
whatever
was
she
6
wants.
hours. It wasn't just about you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
Tiny little part that was about
was.
you guys. But you're concentrating. You're thinking the whole thing was about you guys.
No,
I think you're
wasn't.
breaking up.
No, I wasn't implying that at all. The topic of the live and the reason I had been there up to that point was to support Grandma Sherry. And I actually agreed that when we overuse words like grifter to talk shit to someone, that it lessens the value and meaning of that word. That's what, because I was there listening, paying attention.
Well, she is new, Zetter, to the whole open panel thing.
Yeah, and
no, I'm saying open panel. I'm talking about open panel, which has been 4 months, which is pretty new.
I think people can figure that shit out. I mean, I know, yeah, you could learn from watching others, but like, it's really like kind of like, I don't know. Like,
and I'm not stating,
like, I feel like Dietz does a good job at it. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it probably runs an open panel differently.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to say, like, things, I'm not using a disparage her and say, oh, well, she's just new. And I'm saying, like, when you're new, things run, you learn things new and everything's new and you kind of, it takes time. It's like,
I'm not stirring up shit. I'm sorry. No, I'm just saying, like, Dietz, like, I'm just saying, like, yeah, she's new, but like, I feel like you learn things, like, there's a learning curve, right? Is that what you're saying? Like, I feel like with everything.
Yeah, like a learning curve. Yeah.
She said herself learning, and this was a learning experience for her. So I think that lends to what Tim is trying to say.
I think I said new for a panel. I don't know. Because I've watched her lives. I was actually on her first live, and that was where that song came from. I think that was actually second live. The first live was Gavel, but I thought she was started 4 months ago. She said she was new. Maybe she started longer than that. Could be wrong. No big deal.
No, live streaming is, I think she said 3 or 4 months.
No. Yeah, that's what I meant. I didn't mean like new onto the YouTube platform. If that's a misunderstanding, my apologies.
Well, have an open panel. There's a variable that you can't prepare for, and that's other.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean. I'm just trying to say, like, I think that's like a high emotions, and I think we just all should just, it is what it is. I think like we should all just calm down and breathe. And I think the whole situation is that, it's, I don't know. It's a messy situation. It all started with that whole situation with the glare. I'll try to use it. And it kind of led to leaking into other panels because, he's in the same sphere as us. He does basically the same thing as we do. And it leaks in because he's in the same community, and just it kind of leaks.
There's been talks of other divisions that people have been filling, and people have disappeared from not just this channel but other channels without saying anything publicly, and then saying things behind the scenes. It's a lot of things that have bubbled up and festered up, and this unfortunately has been a way to deepen a divide that I didn't really understand that was starting to occur anyways. And the only thing I can do is just not contribute. And I said I wasn't going to, and I'm not going to. And I'm sorry that it's going on, but I truly don't have control over other people. I only have control over myself. And I do get a little bit of defense in there. I won't lie, maybe even a lot of defensive. Where it comes to the particular details, like when people go in other people's spaces. Well, this time he came into our space, and to me that is a very important detail that keeps getting overlooked. And in this situation that is greatly affecting me, it is it's kind of discounting when people do that, because it's not just a general broad thing. The other stuff that was going on, I have no control over, but like, it's not, I don't think you can accurately talk about a situation unless that situation is accurately depicted. So the details get changed on certain aspects that I find to be very important. it is super frustrating, and I'm sorry for that defensiveness. It does irritate me when somebody isolates one or two words I use and runs with those instead of the overall point of what I'm saying, because I already feel not heard. It increases those feelings. And are they just feelings? Yes.
We have
But
2 cappies up here.
Got 2 cap. We can't have 2 caps. Got to get rid of 1 cap.
Oh my God, what happened?
Can't
We
have
got
2.
2 cappies up here. What do you
I'm surrounded by you guys.
Too many caps.
I'm not sure which one. Okay, boot the one to the left.
Yeah, I was gonna
There
say,
we
I
go.
got that one. Yeah, I got that one because you're talking out of this bubble. So I was like, what the fuck's going on? We got 2 cappies. That girl's talking. Ellie's in the back.
Yeah.
And Ash is in the fucking chat just lighting it up with membership.
But it is probably
Bitch, like, I can't, bitch.
What the fuck is going on? It's fucking
No, my
shambles.
phone was all messed up. Like I clicked out to I could go to to another app on my phone, and I was just listening. And then when I went to open up all my apps, I couldn't find it, and I could just hear it. And I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to go in with another link.
If you come through YouTube to get up here, then always go back to YouTube app, and it'll
I
pop
did, and it didn't do it.
Oh damn! It's a glitch in the matrix.
Oh yeah, Mercury's in retrograde, guys.
All right, and I agree. What's the
Did you
weather?
hear?
I agree.
Yes, it is. Oh fuck, yes it is.
I agree with
Mercury's in
Sen.
retrograde.
Sen says, "What's the weather like?" We should change the subject. How's the weather? It's getting cloudy here in New York. It's very cloudy.
Mercury's in retrograde, and it's all Queen Bee's fault.
Absolutely.
Now,
All your
guess
fault.
what? Not to be all Dietz's fault. And anybody else that has an open panel, it's all your fault. That girl, all your fault. Cappy, all your fault.
Yeah, and I think that's the
Bitch, I ain't had an open panel in years for a reason. Are you serious?
Yeah, and I think it kind of goes into that
Shit,
situation.
you wouldn't have one, would you?
Yeah, and I think that goes.
Fuck, like back in 2018 when I was a newbie. Shit.
But,
sorry, B10.
No, I'm saying that's the thing. That's the risk you have when you open panel, because all the shit gets blamed on the person that runs the open panel. And
Yeah.
that happens to Queen quite often.
Trickles
that happens
to the top. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, in the end of the day, I mean, everyone do their thing, watch what they want to watch, and it's just chillax. Just it is what it is. And
I feel like you need different rules on here. You know what I mean? Like boundaries mean different things on here and in the real world. Because if that happened in the real world, you wouldn't call them, you wouldn't email them, you wouldn't see. Maybe you would bump into them, but you wouldn't talk to them. But here,
you wouldn't go to
there's
their
also
buddy's house
ways.
and hang out. You know what I mean? I guess. I mean, I don't know.
You wouldn't have your friend go beg
Your
for.
friend wouldn't be over there either, though.
Party.
Right. Well, that's the thing is your friend wouldn't be like,
It's
"Oh, come over
easier.
here," and that's kind of how it is. Like, "Oh, come over here and party and drink and sit with us," and then.
But in college, that happens.
I feel like, like I said, with an open.
Goddamn.
I can't feel like it's fake because it's an open fucking panel, and I keep an open
Yeah.
panel. Kind of just I don't know. It's very odd.
We're gonna have to ask
learn.
the chat. We're gonna have to ask the chat. 1, if it's all Queen's fault. 2, if it's not all Queen's fault.
How about it'll be Tim's fault?
You know what?
That's
That made me think. I used to have a party house back in the day, and I have run into real life situations like this where I'm sorry, I have an open panel house. You can come over whenever you want, and people would show up that didn't get along with each other. So,
yeah.
they get to scrapping.
The votes are split.
And everything.
Oh yeah.
The votes are split. It's either me or Queen. 3's me. So people are saying it's either it's my fault, and some people are saying it's Queen's fault. So I mean,
Tim wants it to be his fault, I think. Right?
Oh Jesus! I don't want to
It
get
would
into
make his
this. You
day.
saw how quiet I was. I was just sitting here. I was like, let them talk. Let them talk. But
no, I feel like I get where that girl's coming from. I get where Dietz is coming from. I understand both fucking sides because I've been here. I watched him do the shit to that girl. I watched it go down. And once before, long ago, she was a glare simp. I hate to say that.
Yeah, she's got to remember that she listen. No, you were a huge Will defender at one point. You were a huge Will defender.
This is an honest question for those of you who I talked to in the last 2 years. Unless the motherfucker comes over here, when do I talk about him?
You don't that I know of.
And we talk every day.
Anyway, we don't really talk about glare. I mean, I don't know. I guess, like I said, when he started coming back around after Ryan Upchurch, I just was like, okay, fuck it.
Morbid.
Because I was really shitty with Mar about it. I was really shitty. I got really shitty with his mod. I was fucking really shitty about it. And remember?
I know.
It was morbid and some deets, and he's on deets, but it was morbid, I think.
Mainly the thing, where the paths crossed was Deets' chat and Morbid's, because I'm cool with Morbid. I like to go over there and hang out. He goes over there and hangs out, and it's just like we all clashed. I mean,
a lot of people knew about Morbid before Will decided to make that his second home. You guys, this isn't his first channel. He's not new.
Yeah, I'm not saying he does. I'm just saying that's where the clash comes in. You know what I mean?
And not anymore. I like I said, I only have control over myself and my actions, and I'm just gonna do what I need to do for me, and not
that's all you can do,
not worry
right?
about when it continues to happen and other things go down. Then y'all can't all blame it on me.
I think everybody needs to do that in this space personally. Like, you know what I mean? It happens all the time. There's so many people. You're not going to get along with everyone. You're not going to have the same opinion. You're going to clash. There's going to be things that happen. You're going to get close with people. There's going to be weird parasocial relationships going on. It's just the nature of the space. Look at the rules are different than they are out in the real world. Or you have to like try to change them, or I don't know, morph them into something different. And that's really difficult, you know, for me personally, you know.
Well, that's because you're still relatively new to the space.
No, it's not about, I mean, I don't think that's a new thing. I don't think it's, I mean, maybe I still will learn, but I feel like I've been here a year. I feel like I can understand this space enough to know, like, you know, what's good about it and what's not good about it, and
Koalas
what
are quick
the
learners.
patterns are.
Koalas are very quick learners. They have a short lifespan, so they have to be quick.
Yeah, it is not a new thing, Remy. It's just,
Don't they got the clap
like a pattern
too?
I see with everything on this space. This back and forth. I mean, because you do share this space in a different way that you share space out in, I hate to say real world, but out in, you know, in your real lives. It's a different
it's
kind
a lot
of
different. Yeah,
it's warped. I always say it's just warped, but you have to like warp your rules then to fit
My
the
advice
warpness.
to you is trust very little people. and always like look at, like, whenever someone comes on to your panel, always look at them like, are they here to shout out their channel, or are they here generally for just to talk to
you know what? I've thought a lot of people were my fucking friends, and they used me basically just to build their fucking channel. I had one of my friends that I thought, one person that I thought was my friend, get a hold of me, and she's like, can you help me get over 1,000 subs? I did. Boom. I ain't talked to her since. Like, she's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's definitely people who fucking befriend you to use you, and there's people who befriend you to be your friend. And actually, I just got a package in the mail. Is this Ring Bumblebee kickstand from you?
That is your birthday present from Danny. There should be one more thing with it too.
Thank you so much. And yes, she did. It's a pink bag. I just got it.
It's for your cricket.
Oh my God, are you for real?
Yes, that's a carry. You can do whatever you want. Protect it from your kid's cricket fucking holder.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's cool as hell.
Or like a caddy. Like a cricket caddy.
Well, no, it's like,
fun.
you know how you have the zip-up cases so you can travel with it and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little bit more than a caddy. I got her a caddy. I got her the caddy.
Super cool. It's got all these little pockets and all this fucking cool shit.
Oh, you got like a bag so you could like be portable with it. Oh, yeah, awesome.
Yeah, it's
watch out.
That's
going to Crime Con with a cricket.
Like, damn, girl, thank you.
I know. I liked it too. I love that little phone holder thing she picked out. I think it's so cute.
Yes, it's a little bumblebee thing. I just love it. That's really cute. Thank you for my birthday presents. Is Danny in here? Is she?
She may be listening. I don't know. I know that she's been real stressed out by everything too. So who knows?
Well, thank you so much, Danny. I appreciate that. I just want to let you know. And Cash is just here throwing fucking memberships.
That's sweet.
Yeah, thank you so much, love. She just this is like the 5th time she's like, here, fuck, you get a membership. You get a membership.
I think that's always nice because then people get to use the emojis and stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, it is really cool. I appreciate you. Thank you. Kelsey, your birthday? Oh, is your birthday in September? Mine's September 2nd.
Virgos coming up, right? Is it already Virgo season?
Yeah.
Okay, Danny is here. Danny is here. I see her.
I love Virgos.
Is she in here? Thank you so much, Danny. I love it. I love this little bumblebee, and this bag is awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, by the way, Queen, while that was going on, you had like a couple of super chats. You got like 10 memberships from Cash H, and you got one $2 super chat from Larner that said it's all my fault, love the bee. And you got 5 memberships from Arena, by the way. And also you got 5 memberships from Blunt Bee. And
yeah, I said thank you to Blunt Bee in the chat because I didn't want to interrupt you guys when I seen them. And then I said thank you to Cash the first time. But she sent more since then. So and thank you, Rowena. I appreciate that. And thank you, Blunt Bee. And Willow, it's good to see you. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely good to see you. Like I said, I sent you a message.
Yeah.
So whenever you're ready to chit chat, I'd like to talk to you.
But now that we got that situation, I think we're resolved with that situation.
Well, hold on, because I know Dietz wanted to. She said she wanted to make it clear in the chat she didn't get to talk about her side. Hold on, let me go back up here.
Yeah,
I just see.
I apologize for that. Like I said, Tim was right. I was defensive for different reasons than what he thought, but I was. And my issue has been not feeling heard. And I feel like this is my personal issue. When people latch onto the first 2 words I said and ignore everything else, I feel, because of past experiences, like they're manipulating what I said. And that's my bad. And again, I wish
you listening to respond, not listening to understand.
Indeed.
I do that all the time. I catch myself doing it all the fucking time.
It's hurtful, but you know what? Fucking feelings are just that. And I still stand by what I said. It's a little bit frustrating that everybody can have these great adult conversations behind the scenes and I have to do it in front of everybody. But it is what it is, and shit needs to be over.
I don't know. I guess I'm missing out. What great event conversations? What?
Well,
where?
No. Adult conversations. Like,
why can't you do that too, though? That girl, I don't get it.
Well, I do with just about everybody, Ellie. It's just this situation.
You just didn't.
Well, this one never got that chance. Are you saying like?
Or what do you? Yeah, I was gonna say. What do you mean? Like what? I guess I don't know. You didn't get the chance to do it with Dietz. You want to talk to her privately and see if you guys can talk privately. And is that what you mean? Or?
I wish her all the luck in the world with her channel, and I don't want to force any issues. I want to try to have a good birthday weekend, and I just want to hang out with my friends and have fun. And that's really all I want. I want to be heard and understood and left alone. And that's all I want.
I think everybody wants that. You know
I
think everybody wants to be heard and understood. You know what I mean? And I mean,
I don't want anybody to take my side. I don't want anybody to hate anybody because of me. I just want it to all end and go away. And if that means I can't be in certain places, even though I don't feel that's fair, then that's okay. Because that's what adults do. And I slept on it, and I talked to a few people about it last night, and I was able to vent. And it's not the first time my feelings have been hurt on YouTube. It won't be the last, bitches, right? Like, we've been here long enough to know that. So it just is what it is.
Hey, Queen. Hey there, girl. Gappy, Ellie. My love of my life, B. Tim.
You sound like you just walked into a funeral. Like, perk it up. What's up?
Am I being... What's going on, everybody? Is that better?
I just think it should be simple to end it. And if that's what it takes to end it, that's what I'm going to do, because I just don't care that much.
I meant you ending it with, your thing with Will, like somehow working it out where like you guys don't
I would
to each other, I guess that time has passed, you're saying?
Yeah, that time passed 2 years ago, babe. And I think it's cool because I feel like you're coming from a place that you just don't want the chaos and hurt and destruction, regardless of why or who. And so I feel like you're being sincere, but with things how they are, there's just certain things that can't be undone, and that's okay. Like,
I get that. I get
you know
that.
what I mean? No, we don't have to hate people.
Of course.
We can forgive them without them ever giving us a real reason to, and move on. And I know in the future that even if things seem changed or cool, that they never will be. And I won't fall for that again. I think a couple other people won't either. And we all learned, and it's cool, All
right.
Can we ice it out? That's what I think. Just ice the whole thing out.
Can we blame Boston for all this?
Yep, I'll take it.
Damn Boston.
Fuck me.
And we got to hear B. Tim sing "Safe Space" again. So I think
Did you really?
It was.
I didn't sing.
It was a recording.
It was a recording.
It was still you singing. So
that's disappointing.
We see what you did there.
I did.
Safe space.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't. I was definitely imagining my safe space during when you all were screaming at each other. Definitely was keeping quiet, thinking about that.
I wasn't here for that.
Hey, you came in clutch. You came in clutch with that. You came in clutch with the safe space.
And I didn't know what live was about. I just heard Queen up here and she sounded upset. So I popped up because that's what I do when she sounds sad. And then everything else went from there. And like, fuck.
Yeah.
I think she should be sorry, though, because I think that not one of us matter more than the whole. And she was trying to be cool for like the whole group and to like, we both think it's weird to hold grudges for years. Like, that's weird because it is. And nobody wants to be a weirdo. And it just didn't work out well. And oops, but don't apologize because personally, as her friend, I never felt disrespected. And I don't want anybody to not do something they need to do for them or somebody else because of me ever. Like, life's too short for that. So
sometimes you need to mend a fence. You know, you only could do so much though, right? So if that fence doesn't get mended, you know, you walk away from the fence.
Right. Or move or whatever. Let the cows go.
The fence doesn't exist. Just
that too.
try to, yeah.
It's
like you would with like an ex. I don't know. I mean, or something, or a friend. Like I know it happens with friends as well. You know, like I feel like we've all been through.
Actually, had this
ever
in real life.
Ever.
No.
That's the truth.
As a matter of fact, up until the day he died, I was best friends with my ex-husband and father of my children. There's not an ex that wouldn't take me back. I really always try to be the person that figures out what happened. So maybe because you can't like not make the same mistakes if you don't figure out what happened, right?
But some exes don't ever like to talk to you. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like there's relationships, like there's two different kind of people, like people that want to stay friends with their ex forever, and then there's like people in a relationship, one or the other, that is like
it's the same thing though, because we were friends.
I'm just saying in general. I'm generalizing. I'm not saying you in particular. I'm saying in general, people like either remain friends with them or they just like don't talk ever again. Really,
you grow apart, and you don't really talk anymore. Like I have one ex that I'll talk to like once a year just to check in, make sure she's okay, and vice versa. But other than that, just I don't hate them. They don't hate me, but we just don't talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I've never claimed to be normal by any rounds or means, but like I don't know, once I care or love people or care about them, I always have a certain level of care for them. So it's never been my goal to hate them or destroy them or like honestly situations where I should have, I still didn't do that. So maybe I am just weird. I don't fucking know.
Independent, what do you do?
Oh, you're not weird. I think it's just different. Everybody's different. Everybody comes with
my
different,
exes love me.
Yeah.
I don't even if this means independent thinker.
Shit. They be pulling up at my house and shit.
I don't feel better. And if you felt triggered, you had every right to leave just like I did yesterday. So I don't know what you mean, but whatever. I don't feel better.
Jilly, stop it.
No, for real though. I was smoking a cigarette like Ask Queen a month ago, and this fool pulled up on a Harley up on my sidewalk. And I like ran. I ran inside my fucking house so fucking fast. And that fool's banging. That fool's knocking on the door like, "Hey, it's me." And I'm like, "Who the fuck is me?" And then he pulls up his like, biker glasses, and he's like, "It's me, blah blah blah." And I'm just like, I haven't talked to you in 20 fucking years. You could like leave, like you weird fuck.
What happens if he started singing "Baby Come Back"?
Oh, it was like, fuck, you don't even know this guy, dude. Listen, Linda. Okay,
Linda.
I hadn't talked to him.
Listen,
like
Linda.
the last time I talked to him, I was pregnant with my son. Okay, I'm gonna overshare. This was 18 years ago, right? And I got a collect call from Folsom Prison. That's all you need to know about this guy. Yeah. I don't want nothing to do with him, dude. Okay, like, nothing. And like he wasn't. I don't think he was like coming over to my house, but he was definitely driving by, and he saw me outside. So he drove up the street and then reversed back and then pulled up on the sidewalk. Like he's just extra like that. And I was just like, all these years, like I swear to God, because this is the house I had the party house at, and people stopped by for years, like, "Hey, does so and so still live here?" And I hadn't had one in about 12 years stop by. And I was just like, great. Like we had a good run, and now this. Fuck.
Boom. Yeah, the breach.
Damn it. God damn it. But yeah.
I would dig a tunnel to avoid my exes.
Well, yeah, bitch, I would too.
I have a few that I definitely avoid, but they haven't always afforded me the same
Then
pleasure.
there's ones that you're
I
friendly
just,
with. I have a couple.
Do what Rose said. I have my ex's family jewels as toe rings.
Oh, yeah. Rose crazy though. And I feel like independent thinker, if I hurt your feelings or whatever, you should tell me privately like you've never done. And it just kind of lends back to what I said. I don't think you would call Queen out like that, but it's okay to do to me.
No, independent thinker calls Queen out.
Oh, yes, the fuck she does.
She calls everybody out.
Yes, the fuck she does. She speaks on anything. And now, you know what,
Oh,
though?
yeah.
I would most definitely think it would be a hell of a lot easier if people did. If people did speak their truth instead of go behind the scenes and talking shit. And
yeah,
I mean, I think it would be a hell of a lot easier if people named, you know what I'm saying, said who they were talking about and what they meant.
Well, yeah, even if unpopular, even when unpopular opinions piss me off or rub me the wrong way or irritate me, I have a lot of respect for them.
Well, yeah,
like, I have a lot of respect for her speaking her mind all the time. I do.
Magically know when they've hurt your feelings a week ago. You have to tell them. And to say that I'm sitting up here feeling all better, having to concede to not going to places I once enjoyed to hang out with my friends, to think that makes me feel all better is delusional.
It's not the end of the world, though. Come on, you know.
Who said
Is
it was?
it?
Who said
I
it
know.
was?
I'm just saying, like, it's, you know, it's for your mental health. So you do things, you know what I mean? Like, you can't go to one place.
No,
it's good to avoid him. Yeah. And to end it, like you said. Yeah.
Like, I nobody said it was the end of the world, but, you know, I don't think that I'm happy about everything that's happened either and feel all bad. That's an exaggeration.
You know what I think this is?
What, love?
Is that, like, this is a two-sided thing, like what has been said, right? Like, you know, because I have to keep pointing out that he's the one who he did it, and then he brought it up again yesterday, right? And of course, we're going to respond to that, right? This is a two-sided thing, however, and there's quote-unquote history and all that. It's like, we are not seeing these things that are being said to that girl about ignore him, and block him, and da-da-da. We're not seeing these things said to him, so it feels a little bit like one-sided. And but let me say this. We haven't maybe got the opportunity to see the same people sitting next to him on panels saying these things. Like,
well, that's
it's only done publicly to me is what I'm thinking, because
that's this relationship. It's like, it's weird. It's that parasocial relationship again. I hate to keep using it, but it's unbalanced. You know what I mean? Even when you were his mod, I'm sure something led to you leaving as being his like researcher mod, right? You were like helping him out. So something had to lead to,
and that wasn't okay. So our friendship crumbled.
Well, there you go. Well, more boundaries are needed with him. That's all.
I mean, there was a lot to it. Like, he did a lot of shit publicly, like shitty things to her. Like,
I'm sure he did. You know,
it really doesn't matter. All that matters is that people don't feel the way I was made to feel yesterday, and a lot of other people have been made to feel over the last month. And again, I'll repeat, I only have control over my own behavior. So that's what I'm going to do, is what I think I need to do. And I just will stand by that. I don't think it's okay for people to lie, whether they use names or not. And I think that if it was done to them personally, other people may feel differently, but I don't hope that it happens to them. I don't want anybody to feel that way. But that would be what it would take. So, you know, fuck it. It don't matter. In the grand scheme of things in my life.
Well, like I've said before, sometimes people have to figure it out for themselves. You know,
and you're
I'm fucking like a hard-headed one too, you know.
Hey, look what I figured out by myself. Y'all watched me figure it out publicly. I know you're right. I know. And
there you go. That's perfect.
Right. Any more issues, guys? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Anybody
else?
Please.
I'll even. You know what?
I
have some issues with Queen. I don't like the fact that I have to like fucking. She just speaks over me. I'm joking. That's a joke.
I have issues with Tim. He has not told me he loved me since the super chat.
Well, that's what I mean, Jones, and is that maybe we haven't got the opportunity to see these things said to him.
I figured it's because if it was ever said, it was done in private, and that's a big if. Because
I was gonna say sometime. I mean, I would rather talk to people privately before I come, you know, talk to them.
Oh yeah, me too. But I
maybe
don't get to do that. So whatever.
Did you try to go talk to her privately? You tried to go talk to Deeds privately?
I didn't know that this was going to be the topic today. I said that earlier, but I think you're busy.
I didn't either. You jumped up and started talking to me, so that's not what my intention or the topic of this live was supposed to be about.
Oh, no, I jumped up because you sounded sad, and then you started.
Yeah, I am. I'm tired of it. I'm fucking sick of it, and I'm tired of this shit going on every fucking day, all the time. Yes, but it sure as hell wasn't the topic for you and Deets. You know what I mean? That's.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I'm just, there's a whole lot. It's like I said, there's a whole lot. I'm fucking tired, you know?
Well, I know you got people coming at you 24/7 and a million
all the fucking time about everything, everybody, all the fucking time.
I know.
And honestly, I feel like you shouldn't regret letting him come over here. Like, I honestly don't think you should regret having, this is just an opinion. I don't think you should regret having him come over here, because I still stand by the fact that, like, your open panels for people that we also don't like, or we also don't kind of fuck with, to get like a whole community perspective. So I don't have to be friends with people to talk a panel with them. You know what I mean?
I agree. That's why I don't think she should be sorry, but I understand why she said it. And that's because she's my real friend. And I love you for that. But you did what was right for everybody, not just me, not just you. And freaking Elton. And you can't regret it. You know, you tried it. We all tried it. Oops, didn't work out. Next. I mean, it's a social experiment all the time.
I mean, shit, we were just proud of him for not calling us trash. We thought that was huge progress. Like, wow, he got a panel and didn't call us trash. That's pretty awesome, Will. Way to go. How about that for self-control, right?
All right. Apparently, there's 2 super chats, Queen. I am not giving no one a hug. There's no group hug that's occurring. This is a hate chat. B. Tim skedaddled. We're not giving a group hug, first off. And Benjamin donates.
I am done. Completely fucking done.
It's true, though. And you can't do anything nice for anybody without everybody else saying, why didn't you do it for me? Like, people are crazy.
Right? I know. It's true.
Well, this one right here was you know what I'm saying? There's a bit more to it, but yeah. She said, I can't be nice. I can't be a nice human being and donate to a bitch to get her toofies back without people telling Queen.
No. I think it's a two-fist. I think it's a two-fist.
I said, well, we got to consider, you know, when the two-fist is setting up, you know, talking about my man will buy me anything I want. My man has the money to give me anything I want. But your man's got a legal fund set up for assaulting a fucking woman. Are you fucking kidding me right now? They so I'm not with that.
Well, they did have a fun time in the water park, at least. It was very romantic.
His fucking hat was unreal. Who's that hat?
I didn't watch it.
You know, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't either, Ellie. No, I don't need to see that.
Did he have to take a shower before he got into the water? Because I would definitely, if I
love that.
I just want to know, if it was Lolo that ate those. Was it Lolo that ate the teeth, or was it her? Was it a different?
Her dog. Oh, I don't know. Maybe her dog. Maybe she has a dog. I don't even know
what the fuck y'all are talking about.
Yeah, her dog.
It's like Dolly's girlfriend.
PJ's
partial.
PJ, yeah, her partial's gone. The dog ate it.
In a tissue next to her bed.
Well,
you put your partial in a fucking tissue next to your bed?
What the fuck?
I guess so. I don't
What happened to your like retainer container thing? Like
the little water thing you're supposed to put them in? Yeah. Maybe she fell asleep with them in and they fell out of her mouth and the dog picked them up.
She said she put them in a tissue next to her bed. That's what she said. I think that's all. I'm just.
What are those? See, I have permanent
facts.
I got my
Ellie with the facts.
Ben Dreamin said, "I came in peace and with love." Thank you so much for the super chat.
There's no peace and love here. What the hell are you talking? Get out
toilet
of here.
paper.
You know what cracked me? You know what cracked me the fuck up just a couple minutes ago when that girl said independent thinker wouldn't call out Queen Bee, and all 5 of us were like, "Oh yes, she does."
Oh yeah,
like, she's crazy. She talks to everybody like that.
Real quick.
She called me out in this chat alone the last 15 minutes ago.
Right. Well, she does that shit all the time.
Regardless, I'm not a magician. I can't tell if I hurt people's feelings, but I will say this without any other ifs or buts. I am sorry that I interrupted Deets. It's just not civil. And if I hurt your feelings, independent thinker, I don't need to know why, other than if you would tell me so I don't do it again. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. That was not my intention. I will say that I've hurt other people's feelings this last few weeks because I did not acknowledge them in a chat. That's been happening for months, and I'm sorry. I am a lot of places, and I may say hello, but I haven't been following chats. And I'm not saying not hi back or trying to do anything to hurt anybody's feelings. That's never, honestly, never my intention. I would like people to feel better after interactions with me. And I know especially this year, that has not been the
You
case.
have a lot going on, that girl. So, you know,
That matter.
Maybe you
That
and Deets
we
can
all
talk privately. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's something.
Well, whether we can or not, she said
whatever.
publicly, I hurt her feelings. So I would like to tell her publicly, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. And if you would like to tell me why, please do, so I can understand where you're coming from.
She said she's going to message you privately. So
I know part of it was because she couldn't get a word edgewise in. You were upset, and from what I tried to go back and listen to, you guys, I mean, it was so fucking hard to hear her talking. I couldn't hear nothing she was saying.
She said something about last week in that comment. I thought, am I wrong? I thought she mentioned last week is when I hurt her feelings.
No, I'm talking about today when she just Deets was just on the panel today.
Oh, well, I was just talking about independent thinker. I apologize.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry about that. I was
apologize to Deets first and left it at that, because to me, an apology with buts and ands and ifs is bullshit. And so just period. I'm sorry I talked over you. That was rude. And period. So I ended it at that. And then I moved on to independent thinker and no, you didn't message me privately because I let it go and still do. If you let it go and still did, you wouldn't have brought it up, in my opinion. So if you'd like to tell me what it was, feel free. And that was it.
Quick question. So PJs, they're temporaries?
No, it's a partial.
No,
that means it replaces a few teeth, not all.
Oh,
one or a few, yeah.
One tooth.
I do too,
partial.
Cash.
Yeah, a partial could be one tooth, or it could be like 9 teeth.
Because I got my fronts knocked out with a baseball. I got titanium reinforced teeth in the back of my porcelain. Fucking expensive. But I never got had what are they called? Temporaries in for like 2 weeks while they did the mold. Those were uncomfortable as hell.
I like Deets too, you guys. That's why I always, until this point, had felt comfortable at her channel. And I watched a majority of her videos, especially when she was doing the stuff for the Kylie Rodney case. And didn't she do it, or no, it was Quentin, where she took like the babysitters interviews and put them all together so we didn't have to search for them and shit. I loved that.
Yep.
It's to watch her videos, I guess when the glare is on, other times, just when he's there, then just click off,
No, I can either be welcome somewhere and support somebody time or not. It's okay.
But you're welcome there. You don't think you're
this
welcome?
This can all be worked out 100%.
Matter. Like I was just agreeing with them because I don't want people to think that I hate her, because I don't even hate the glare. I don't hate anybody, and I don't want anybody else to hate anybody, and I don't want to be anybody to be mean to anybody. That's
gotta jump down. Love you guys. Bye.
We're adults. We don't have to all be friends. We really don't. You know what I mean? But in order to keep an open panel and to have an open chat, I've been, it's happened to me several times, and I just hope that, you know what I'm saying, like that people can,
be amicable.
Yeah, I was gonna say just that, like
be respectful.
There's a lot of there's a lot of like, there's a lot of like, and I don't want to say subscribers because there's not. I mean, because I feel like a lot of it is people trolling to start shit where there really shouldn't be any.
Or
when and that's what I did tell Deets. I did talk to her privately, and I did say, like when you say things like vaguely, that gives people room to add whatever they want into that, or put a name into that, and put words in your mouth.
They'll make their own interpretation.
I'm getting emails. Deets did a whole live about you called Little Fires, and it's just she was sneak dissing you the whole fucking time, and blah 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 blah. And then and I got like messages like that several times from several people. Like even one of my close friends, you know what I'm saying, had said something, and I'm like, well, I'll talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Because what I feel is sneak dissing, she may not. And then there was things that she talked to me about that I had no fucking clue about.
Oh, I bet. I have absolutely no doubt with how she just disappeared that people have been in everybody's ears. And for some reason, people get off on that. They like causing division and strife, and it's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest
I
thing.
don't think people like it. I don't
No,
know. I think
Ellie.
people
God,
dislike
Ellie.
it.
Ellie, come on.
Around that do nothing but cause shit so they can watch drama lives.
They want to see a train wreck.
That's
A
why
Is
lot
that
of
what this
people want
is?
to see it.
the
I'm not saying
beginning.
this
Yes.
specific case. I'm saying in
Oh
general.
yeah. Oh no, that's exactly what it was. Whenever fucking Dietz is up here, and I feel so unheard that I'm fucking yelling over her. That's exactly what it is. It's
But
a
you
kind
had said several things. She was probably listening for like several minutes before she came up. So like she wasn't reacting to like just the first three words you said. She was like she was reacting to the totality of the conversation that was being had on the panel.
Well, I
I
think
mean,
we can let
I think
Dietz
you do that a lot.
herself.
You like
I think we
you
can
cut
let Dietz speak for
people off.
herself. Yeah, because I think we can let Dietz speak for herself. But that has nothing to do with the fact that there are subs in this community that have always existed. I know some of them by their new names even that do nothing but stir the pot. Like that's
It's
what
true,
their
Ellie.
role on YouTube is. And that has nothing to do with Dietz because I don't view her like that.
I
But
get it. I mean, I
Yeah.
there's a whole drama community. I see what happens with those people. You
well,
know,
and
I see
but
yeah.
Krama is a specific kind of drama
I
community.
get it. I get
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bumpy says, Ellie, my little naive aquarium?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I mean, yeah. I don't like drama, I guess. I try to like avoid it in my life, you know. So I, you know, like I just put up boundaries if I need, you know, like I just do things to protect myself. And I think like everybody should on this space in particular because
Bloodby, how much the devil's weed have you had?
I knew that was coming.
Where you misspelled a koala and you put aquarium. Oh, Aquarian.
Oh, that's what he meant to say?
It's like I think he meant Aquarian as the sign. Are you
No.
Aquarian?
Yes. Like an
okay, then you got it right. Okay.
Yeah,
he's
dude.
an
Look at
Aquarian.
you. You're trying to bust him up, and
I'm trying to bust him up. I'm trying to call
Maybe
him
you
out.
don't
We're both
get
Aquarians.
Drama.
I think Ellie might not see it because I could never, ever, hopefully I'm right on this, because I couldn't see Ellie in a million years going to somebody to say something just so she could make them mad at somebody else and then watch the fallout.
Oh, people do it all the time.
All the time.
People do it all the fucking time.
Ellie would, so maybe that's why it's hard for her to.
There's okay. Well, yesterday.
Saying, you wouldn't do that. Is what she said.
So somebody and excuse me, somebody's mods.
What?
Went directly over to Dietz, to her live and went in there and was talking about somebody else emailing her. And I'm like, what? Why the fuck would you? First of all, that's divisive as fuck. Second of all, why would you go to her chat of all people's and talk about emails when you know what I'm saying? No, you're not.
Is the person that I thought maybe, and I didn't know, and I never got to ask this, but is the person
people troll each other and fight with each other all the time? That's another thing too. Is people like to drag people into shit. Stop.
But was that her person that she was accusing? Was that one of Dietz's mods? Is that why they put there?
No, I don't think,
then
I don't think so.
Oh, that's weird then. I was curious if that was.
But that's the things people like to do. They do that same shit to me. They'll try to put you in the fucking middle of it, or they want you to say something, or you know, I've had several people get fucking mad at me and leave because I won't start a fight with another creator or speak up and say something for them. But I mean, we're all fucking grown, so why can't people stand on their own shit? If you mean what you say and say what you mean, fucking goddamn.
Yeah, it's not that hard. And one thing I don't like seeing is one thing, one chat, one thing being said, and then another chat, another thing being said by the same person. The whole flip flopping thing.
Everybody's
different. I found out afterwards about this. So at first, so one of BHE's mods accused Blank of stalking her Facebook. Now, from what I understood, she went over there and was talking about emails. Why the fuck would you even go over there to talk about emails in the first place what?
I didn't know about that.
It happened yesterday. I found out about it afterwards.
Well,
and then when I did talk to her, this is what supposedly he was stalking her Facebook. And I'm like, well,
there when it got said, and I thought maybe that person was.
Okay, first of all, what the fuck is Dietz going to do about it?
Well, nothing.
Yeah.
Second of all, why would she care? Yeah. Why are you bringing her into it? And why are you making drama for her?
Only
people do that shit to me all the fucking time, and it fucking irritates me.
Well, if it was your mod doing that to somebody, I could see telling you so you could ask him to stop. But if that's not one of her mods,
Blank Screen is not one of Dietz's mods that I'm aware of.
Then that doesn't even make sense. Like if it was her mod or something, maybe. But why wouldn't you just email privately? I'm pretty sure she puts her email out there.
He's a mod for a couple people.
I don't know. Like I said, I feel like, in my opinion, that's very fucking divisive. That's little sneaky ass shit, and I don't like it.
It's tactical, is what it is. It's tactical.
Yeah,
all I know is I'm side eyeing a lot of motherfucking people right now, and it's really sad because I used to love coming on here and having a good time and laughing and stuff, and it's getting real fucking old, and it's getting real goddamn hard to be fucking having fun with everybody.
I know.
And
I mean,
you have to deal with constant ass fuck shit all the time.
I know.
Want to do karaoke? I'm down.
Let's bring the fun back to everything, you know?
I think Queen shouldn't be
Drama's heavy.
A lot of people expect out of Queen. And you guys, there's like one of
They
her
do.
and like 1,000 of y'all on any given day. And it may not be the 1,000 every day because it rotates. And like people expect a lot out of her. And it's really sad to me whenever she does something out of the kindness of her heart. And instead of being like, oh, that was cool to be part of, and I can't wait till the next time we can do something like that. It's, well, I have this issue. Why didn't you do this for me? Or you don't plug my channel. I'm not coming in anymore. And it's more than just the drama that already happens and is very.
It's all the relationships, all the you know, because.
Well, not only that, though, you think people are your fucking friends and they'll leave in a motherfucking snap of a dime, or I'm over here crossing fucking oceans, breaking my goddamn back, and a bitch won't cross a motherfucking puddle for me. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm over it. I'm fucking over it. I'm so goddamn over it. We are all fucking grown ass adults.
You're not
your job.
Yeah. And if
for me, I find it very hard.
The job a bit.
Nobody else is saying it, but I'm going to say it because why not? Everybody's mad at me anyways. Like, if you're over here just waiting for her to promote your channel, you're here for the wrong reason. And this happened to her with Tiff. It's happened for a year now. People do this to her. And if you're not just here because you like the vibe and you want to hang out and you love Queen or you love Ellie or Tim, or then why even be here, man? Like, why wait to get your feelings hurt like that? It's just weird to me, and it's not a fair expectation. And it's not just friends, Ellie. It's people who don't even know her that do this to her.
Well, it's not possible for her to have like relationships with all of her subs. Like that's the whole like thing I keep coming back to, the parasocial relationship on here.
Yeah,
it's just not
impossible for that.
It's impossible.
And not only that, I have a family and I have friends and I have a life as well outside of here. You know what I'm saying? That I still have to keep up with and manage. You know what I'm saying? And I just it's very hard to balance all of it. So again, like I said, you know, with the Deets situation, Deets just started doing live streams and open panels before she did videos. Go back and look at her content.
Yeah, she did a lot of videos. She did some
good. We've been doing this for 3 fucking years now, whereas she's been doing it for 3 months.
But she's been going on panels for a long time.
Yeah, but controlling a panel and going on one is too
exactly. Controlling a panel and having open chats and having 500 people in your chats and saying what you say can lead into different things. That's what I'm getting at, is it's completely different. And like, you know, when you're not saying names or stating names, it's hard, you know, subs kind of take it upon themselves to do that. And I feel bad because, like I said, it's people are dumping on her and she's getting put in the middle of shit. And I know how that feels and I fucking hate it.
Yeah. But ultimately, I think she is like a strong like woman, and she'll
figure it out. And she'll figure it out.
This is part of figuring it out. Yep. Yeah, I feel like it's like, you know, I think this is like a learning curve, you know, like there's learning curves, and like like you said, like running in parallel is different than being on one. So she's been doing it for a certain amount of time, and she does it a different way because of who she is too.
You're always going to learn. You're never going to stop learning, to be quite frank.
I think she's doing a great job at it. I really do.
I love her panels. I think she's doing great. I mean, these things happen on all panels.
Not only that, she holds a different dynamic on her panel than I have over here.
She does. She really does.
So the conversations that we have over here are going to be different than the conversations and the chat she has over there. You know what I'm saying? I think that's valuable to all the communities, but she is her own channel, her own panel, just like Jones. Jones is her own channel, her own panel. Yes, I helped her build up her channel. Yes, I did. I think she's doing great. I love helping people build their channels up. I love helping people get their stuff going. I'm serious. Like last night when we helped Grandma Sherry, she came up with almost 500 subscribers.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Oh, but then again, I had people bitching and pissed off, and then I had another lady that came to me that called me a fucking liar and told me that I was a fucking liar and that I was helping promote a fucking grift because of what Grandma Sherry had intended on doing with her money that wasn't nobody else's business from the beginning that I thought. But I mean, I don't know. It's just very upsetting. I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. And like I said, I just try to do what I think is best. And I like to help people, but this is why I don't share links. This is why I don't.
I mean, I shared
because it
Grandma
turns into a
Sherry.
shit show.
Well, I shared Grandma Sherry's link before everyone, so I mean, like I mean, she's
we
she's
did a
always
whole fucking live for Grandma Sherry. We popped the link, shared her fucking links, did a whole live for Grandma Sherry.
But I'm just saying, it's like she's done a lot for a lot of people. She's in her time, I'm not speaking about it. Just like my feeling is she kind of pay it forward. She's nice to everyone, and you're nice to her when her time's needed. That's how you do it. You pay it forward.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I spent 2 hours on your contract earlier, by the way. I'll talk to you later about that, Grandma.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, so I felt bad because I know you've been getting shit for it, Queen. And it started
over on somebody else's channel panel about being a grift, where that came from. And so then the conversation started about being a grift. And then it was, why are we helping, what when other people have issues and this, that, and the other. And, it's just one thing after another, you know what I mean? And then I got accused of not being honest about what you're funding your money or what you're asking for funds for, which was moving and then renovating the garage. So you had a place to stay with your cats. And they said I was a liar because wasn't honest about it, which I didn't give you a chance. I thought I didn't know what all was said and what all hadn't been said. I have no idea.
Yeah,
so
no one.
I kind of got into it with these people because it was, I don't know. I'm just over it because you try to help one person and it's not good enough, and then you help somebody and it's a grift, and you know what I mean? It's just.
I know.
Damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Sorry,
I'm
Grandma, go ahead.
sorry. No, that's okay. I mean, Deets promoted me and Rabbit promoted me.
Yeah.
And Lisa on Crimes and Fashion mentioned it, and I really appreciate it because honest to Christ, I was just at my whatever, and I put all that out on my personal Facebook. I didn't come to YouTube to grift for it. Burden asked me if she could share it, and I gave her permission to do that. And then Nicole shared it, and it just went from there. Okay, so it was never intended to be a grift here. It was intended to be my friends and family only on my Facebook. And I'll send you the receipts, Queen. I'll email them to you. I've got some of them redacted out, so I'm not completely doxing myself.
No, but, I mean, honestly, I mean, okay, so you said yesterday you did it for you have to move to your son's house and all the rest of the stuff. And I think where people kind of got confused was you're moving to your son's, but you guys are trying to renovate the garage because the dogs don't get along with the cats. Is that correct?
Yeah, my son has a German Shepherd named Calliope that has a history of killing cats. And so I can't live inside the house with them because all of their dogs are inside dogs. Because, if they go outside, they'll die because it's Texas.
It's too hot outside.
Yeah,
animals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, like you told me, that girl, Texas has, summer, fall.
Yeah.
And so, they're inside dogs. So I have 2 cats that I've had for 9 years. If you've seen my channel, you've seen pictures and videos of them and whatnot. And so we came up with, he has an almost completed garage, but we have to renovate it a bit so that I could, like a little apartment, like a little bedroom, thing for me, so I can have my cats. And I've had people give me all kinds of wonderful advice about how to introduce my cats to the cat killer Calliope, and all that stuff. And I appreciate that.
Well, I had a lady message me today asking if you wanted her to take the cats so you didn't have to come up with so much, and I'm like, I don't think that's something she's willing to part with. I think that's something you're not willing to part with the cats, right? You want to take your cats with you, correct? Is that?
Yeah, and I'm going to my intention is to stay with my son until I die. And so just having a separate space is good for them and their relationship and their family.
Right.
You know, we can interact and we can love each other and help each other, but at the same time, you know, I'm not going to be all up in their grill all day long, you know.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And so you know, that's, and nobody has come to me to complain about this, and I'm so sorry, Queen, that they decide that they need to come to you, you know, because my email is on my about page, you know. I'm totally open. I'm in Discord, I'm on Twitter, you know, I even have a Facebook that I never look at, but a Grandma Sherry Facebook. But yeah, I'm just you know, I can't tell you how much I appreciate what you've done. You know,
Everybody that knows you,
because
Grandma. You're like one of the most selfless people on freaking YouTube. I don't know why Queen's getting emails about this. It doesn't make any sense to me, guys.
Well, because people pocket watch, for one. People pocket watch, and they get irritated. For two, it was just it's just been a lot, you know what I'm saying? And it's retrograde, and it sucks. And the email I got was a cat sanctuary, and I said it wasn't a cat sanctuary that she was opening that I was aware of. She was, you know what I'm saying? And then I got one that said, well, why, you know, I would be willing to help her with her cats. And I said, I don't think she's willing to part with the cats.
Animals. Yeah.
They didn't realize that she was.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like
they wanted her to give up her cats. Be like, I could help her take her cats.
Yeah,
away.
she said well, she was offering to take the cats till she got moved and got settled, like to help her out. You know what I mean?
That's very nice. Yeah, I have a foster.
I don't think she was saying it as in like a bad way. I think she was just trying to be like to offer help.
Okay, I was about to say like
helpful. Yeah, and the thing is,
I
it's
don't
all
think she's
Queen's
willing to
fault.
part with her cats. I'm just on a general wave. I just didn't think that was you were willing to part with your cats. Period. I just, you know what I'm saying? Not for good, but at all.
Yeah, we're in retrograde again, and tomorrow's a full moon. Woohoo!
Holy fuck! I'm staying off there. You guys ain't seeing me for a week. I'm done.
Oh God.
Yeah. See you. Bye.
Girl, no, we need to do this till September 15th.
No,
when
we
the fucking
ain't.
Retrograde. Retrograde goes back to normal on the 15th September.
It's all done. Will and that girl are no longer going to fight. We're going to have open panels, have great panels. We're going to laugh and have a great time. Retrograde's going to sit in the corner over there, not fuck with us.
We are family.
We're going to.
I got all my sisters with me. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. I just wanted to get, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, get everything on the table, everything that needed to be addressed, everything that's there. It's all out there. Everything's here. It's bam, it's done.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you had to go through that, but you know,
it's not just you though. I want you to know that it's not just you.
I know, but that this is a recent thing. But I want to tell you guys, I haven't been able to sleep more than 1 or 2 hours a night or a day. I take cat naps. Yes, I have pocket modded people because I've been sleeping, and I'm sorry if I timed you out or blocked you while I was sleeping. But you know, last night was the first time in I don't know how long that I slept 8 hours solid. You know, just having, you know, a lot of it is just love and encouragement because I felt so alone. I just felt like, you know, there's one person in the world that loves me, and he's, you know, 1,600 miles away, and
still good to be with your kids. It's a good move overall. You know what I mean? It
and you'll be closer with them. I know. I mean, there's, you know, I was talking to somebody that was, you know, they're about an hour away, but they wanted to be closer, and I feel that I would want to be close to my kids too. If you, I don't, you know, I mean, I guess if you were by yourself, that would be somewhere, you know, that you could. Right, Kate. We need a reverse retrograde.
So I don't know how that happens, but you know, if we can get together and light candles and do salt or something, I don't know.
Yeah,
let's try it. You know, right? Sage. Right.
Hey guys, I just wanted to pop up real quick. Hi, Grandma.
Hey, Ben.
Hi, Boston.
Hi.
I just wanted to pop up real quick. We saw the same thing happen when Queen started her legal fund. People either want to donate $1, $2, or even just small amounts just to be able to say, I want to see proof. This is not, Queen is doing it with the, well, Queen's not showing receipts yet, but you can see on the other channels all the legal history, all the legal paperwork, the back and forth that's going on. And same with Grandma, to where it's a move. She doesn't need to
Well,
take
yeah, I was gonna
pictures
say, well,
along the
no,
way.
when you move, you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? We talk to you every day. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? I guess I don't know. It's not, I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna hear updates as to how she's doing, how things are going. And regardless if it was a minimal misunderstanding or whatever came about, but I find it so disgusting to donate to a cause to then be the one to scream, I want to see proof. Keep your money. And if you're not donating, stop putting yourself in other people's pockets. That's my money to send. If I want to send it to a drug user on the corner who needs her fix for the night so she doesn't go through withdrawal, I can do that. That's my money. So
Yes.
you have a choice here of either donate and help out and kind of watch the journey, or sit back and stop running to other people like you're trying to pit mom against dad.
Thank you.
Enough is enough. I'm so tired of it. And I'm sorry, Queen, I didn't mean to jump on and be disrespectful if I was, but that's one thing that really irritates me and has been irritating me since you started your legal fund. They purposely will donate $1 to say, I want a receipt. No, ma'am, that's not how. Sit back. Just sit back, have a seat, and wait.
Yep. And thank you so much, Ben Draymond. That's why I hopped up here. And another thing people have to realize, everybody has shit in their own that is going on with them and everything. And everybody does. But when you have health issues, when you've done nothing and your body has stolen from you, and you want to do things and you can't, and everything is crumbling around you, and moving is expensive. It's not just about the cats. Whoever's in the damn bushes stirring up shit, stop it. It's not just about the cats. It's about Grandma Sherry being with her family and having support through a very hard time. Changing states is not going to help her health. I'm sorry, it's just not.
Exactly. And
there's a lot to it. I even asked her, what about packing tape? What about boxes? What about bubble wrap? There's a lot to it. Insurance, everything, new doctors. I've been through it. I went through it 9 months ago. So there's a lot to it. But if you don't give, shut the fuck up. And if you want to watch a video, she appreciates that too. Every single sub. And I'm not speaking for, this is just my heart. And it breaks to see the pot stirrers going to all these channels, bashing Queen for doing a good thing. Queen, if you ever change your heart and you ever quit doing the way you do, I'm bouncing. I'm out. I've done it before. Don't change who you are because some assholes, sorry, but that's what they are, want to shit stir.
Well, yeah, well, and not only that, when I got one person over here making fucking posts and community tabs and shit and talking about we're grifting, we're this and we're that, it starts a hate campaign over here. But then we get fucking, you know, we're the ones that are just like when they went after the fucking Glare and made up a big ass fucking lie about that bullshit. I'm just fucking sick of it. I'm tired of it. I know where it's coming from. I know exactly where the fuck it's coming from.
Yep. And if people go over there and they feed into it, and you go in, you know, you shit talk someplace, whatever. I mean, people can go wherever they want to go. But
I wish people would, because not everybody gets along with me. And if you're over here just to fucking smile in my face and be fake as fuck, I don't really fucking care to have you over here anyways.
Yeah.
I want people who want to be here and have fun and hang out and shit. You know what I'm saying? I like to have fun. I like to laugh. I want people that want to do the same. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah, can I add something real quick?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you brought it up. I'm moving from Virginia to Texas, and I don't even speak Texan. I mean, true Texan was telling me about saying y'all.
It's right, Grandma.
I'll tell you,
I'm fixing to go do something, y'all. You know, so I have to learn. I have to learn a whole new language. You know.
I got you, girl. I don't speak Texan, but I speak Southern, and it's real close.
Carry your teas.
Say milk. Can you say milk?
Texan. Is it pop or is it soda or is it pop?
It's Coke.
Everything is Coke,
Coke.
except
It's
for
Coke.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Yes, Coke and Dr.
Oh,
Pepper.
the big
I knew
question
that.
is it the water fountain or the bubbler?
It's
No,
water.
it's a water fountain.
It's something I don't use because
It's
Yeah, that's
it's a
I say
drinking fountain.
soda.
No, okay, so let me practice here. It's milk.
Mayo.
Male.
Is that right?
It's male.
leave off the K, baby. It's milk.
It's
Milk.
Oh,
male.
Yeah,
Male.
milk.
milk.
You're gonna get now. Say bra. BRA.
Bra. Bra.
No, bra.
Bra.
Like
Yeah,
broccoli?
Bra.
Brock?
yeah. I gotta go
Bra.
get my bra because my house is on fire. There you go.
Bra.
You
Bra.
gotta use it in a sentence. When you use it in a sentence, Grandma. Well,
Cobb,
look,
I
baby.
started y'all when I moved to Georgia.
See, everything's y'all.
I know
Everything's
we say y'all a lot. People used to make fun of me. They're like, damn, you're country. I mean, but you know what? I've met people that are way more country than me.
Yeah, y'all's a universal thing, I think,
Look,
in the States.
Y'all.
I
Yeah.
got family in Illinois, Missouri, and they told me Father's Day weekend. I had like a crowd of cousins around me, Catholic family anyway, and they were like, talk. I mean, they just, and I was like, stop, y'all making me self conscious, but it's all right. But
Grandma.
everybody just everybody just be cool, and don't go in everybody's chats and just everybody just be cool. And the rule I follow is if I write it in a chat, an email, a text, a DM on Discord, if I write it, you better be know it's gonna be screenshot and know you're gonna have to stand on it. And I ain't and I
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Grandma.
what, Boston? What?
Now, when you say right, that girl.
It
Right.
was an opportunity to say what the truth was. And then it was brought to me and said, hey, did you say that? I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I said it. I'll say it again.
I think it's a
But
good rule of thumb.
yeah,
Always.
period.
Like,
That's it.
yeah. Yeah. Always like
Yeah.
whatever you write in an email and a text message,
Yeah.
like I do that in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
me
just
too.
like
In
yeah.
real life, I do. I mean,
Yeah. Like you
that's
would
just across
say
the
it and be
board.
fine with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And,
Yep.
but I'm not saying, and in the same respect, don't not be yourself. There's 3 people at the Hive right now. I know some shit that they've done behind my back. Am I on a panel screaming and yelling and going nuts? Nope. Do I fuck with them? Nope. I don't. Do I block them? Nope. Because if they're going to talk some shit on me again, then I want to be able to see it. But I just move on about my day. If somebody says hey, I say hey back. That's it. That's all
Well,
it is to it. It's not that hard.
exactly.
It's
But I've received some emails from people with encouragement and offers of, assistance to help me through like my disability applications and
right.
all that kind of stuff. And so
Oh, that was
if you
another thing. I'm sorry. I got an email to forward to you. Thank you for reminding me. I'm so sorry. I got flooded. Will you remind me when we get off here? Somebody sent an email that they were trying to help you. It was the one lady that was trying to help with the cats. And if you needed her help, and she also had cages or something, she was willing to send to you if you needed them. And then she had
Aw,
paperwork to help you with long-term and short-term disability.
very sweet.
So I told her I was just I was going to forward them over to you. Please remind me, and I will.
Okay, yeah, like I said, I'm going to email you my receipts so that you have them to see. That I'm not no, and I want to do this for Queen, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Because I know people were pulling this shit, and I've been getting them all together. I'm trying to get the contractor to give me an itemized price list because all I have right now are what he's going to do and how much the price is.
Yeah.
So, I was waiting for that, but I'll send them all now. Because I know stuff like this happens. And so if people have an issue, here's a tissue, first of all. And then secondly,
I like that.
it's Dr. Phil, honey. If you have an issue, here's a tissue.
Wow. I didn't know.
But if you have something you need to say or whatever, don't send it to Queen. Just about everybody has the link on my channel. You can find it by typing in Grandma Sherry. And my email's in there. It's talk to Grandma Sherry, the number 2, @gmail.com. You know, so
Well,
it's
Grandma, if I can interject here, they don't need to be sending it to you either. Like if they've got questions, that's fine. But if they want to start questioning every move you make and show receipts, they can just keep it to themselves, sit down, shut up, and just
especially if
go
I'm not
find something
donating,
else
right?
to do.
No,
I'm
not going to send receipts to Joe Average. If they sent me $5, you know, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And I'm working on getting back to everybody to say thank you. But the thing is that, you know, if they have something, I mean, and I knew that you promoting my channel was going to cause a shitstorm, Queen, because so many people, you know, have actually emailed me and said, you know, why doesn't Queen do this? And why doesn't Queen put me blah, blah, you know, or they
because
hop
she
up
doesn't
on,
want to.
because they hop up on your panel, you know, and they expect your mods to drop their channel. I never go anywhere and expect anybody to drop anything because, you know, and I was happy with my little 642 subscribers, you know.
We got more now.
Yeah, I have a lot more now. I'm just blown away. No, don't drop my link. But anyway,
Okay.
yeah,
Sorry.
no, I'm
Somebody
kidding.
asked for it. Somebody asked for it. That's why I
I'm
said
kidding.
that.
No, but I wanted to say that, you know, I don't join panels and I don't interact as a mod or anything to promote what I'm doing. You know, I'm there to support the creator. I'm there to enjoy their content, you know, and that kind of thing. So, I love you, Queen, and I appreciate all the stuff you've gone through, not just for me, but for just everything I've seen over the last year or so that I've been with you. You
Yes,
know,
ma'am.
because it's not fair, baby. It's not, you know, people think that you're just this iron woman, you know,
Yeah, some
but
hard ass that has no feelings.
and I know you, you know, I know you, and I know that you're one of the sweetest and kindest people that I've ever met. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm going to stay here, you know, no matter what happens.
Well, I
Grandma,
love you, Grandma
Thug life.
Sherry.
What
Can I
happened?
get a thug life, Grandma?
Thug life.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Hey, Queen, I need to ask Queen a very important question. Queen, can you hear me? When you can hear me and you can let me ask you, I want to ask you a question. I love you, Sherry. I'm glad
I
you're here with us.
I love you, that girl. You guys have been such an encouragement to me and a support. You know, doing things that you don't even realize that it's helping me. And
No.
you know, and so I appreciate that. What? 917.
917 subs.
There we
Holy
go.
cow. Yeah,
There
there's a
we
lot of
go.
creators that have my back, and some of them, you know, are talking shit. That's fine. You know, let
Sure.
them talk shit. I knew it was coming. Grandma's, you know, quiet and soft spoken, but I'm not soft.
Right. You're not.
I've been I've been through too much shit. I mean, my skin for the most part is scar tissue, you know? And that's what I want to share with everybody is that I made it through with all my nasty scars and you can too.
That's right.
Exactly. My scars are my history.
I
Yeah.
wear them proudly.
Oh, Indy, I hate you and B Tim too, honey.
Oh, where's
Okay, guys, I'm going to jump off. I just wanted to jump up just to speak my mind on that issue real quick and didn't want to disrespect the chat or the way it was going. So I thank you all for having me.
You're awesome, been dreaming.
You are been
I
dreaming.
love
Thank
you
you
to
so much,
pieces.
sweetheart.
Yeah, I agree with
Pretty
what
thoughtful.
you said, too.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. Love you, B Tim.
Let's see some update pictures of that baby, that fur baby.
Despise you. But anyway.
Oh.
Hey,
You're talking about
Queen, I think, are you there, Queen? I don't think she's there yet. Okay.
No, that's fine.
It's okay.
That's fine.
We
Yeah.
are family. I got all my sisters with me. What?
The voice of an angel.
Thank you.
1, to permanently ban Boston from this panel forever. 2, no. Do not ban Boston.
Please, guys, save me.
So 1, to ban him. ban his ass away for his terrible fucking singing skills.
Save me.
No, that was me sighing. That was me sighing, Jen.
Yes, I love your sighs.
I'm changing it.
What do we got in twos in the chat for? Who's doing twos?
Yes. One is to ban Boston forever from the panel. 2 is to keep him.
I'm glad you're back. The chat
Because
had a very important question for you, Queen.
What?
What's on top of your house and covered in shingles?
Well, your roof. I mean, what do you mean?
Oh my God, Jones, and you're right. She does say it.
Roof. She says roof.
Roof.
Yeah. Your roof, yeah.
I said to Jones, and I said, who says roof instead of roof? And she goes, ask Queen. Ask Queen to say it.
Yeah, your roof. Yeah.
You said roof, though. You said it
roof. Either way, y'all say it both ways. My brother's on. My brother's a foreman, so up there, and I'll say it both ways. Roof, both ways.
I've never heard anybody say it that way.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always said it that way.
It must be a thing.
Kind of like the soda and the pop thing. It blows my fucking mind that some people say Coke for every kind of soda.
That's weird.
Dr. Pepper. No, everything
like,
is.
They're like, what the fuck is a pop? I'm like, what do you mean? What's a fucking pop? I just pop. Go grab me a pop. And he's like, what is a pop? Like, are you fucking serious? He said, I'll get a Coke. I was like, I don't want a Coke. But
everything
like Coke. I'm like, what?
Except for Dr. Pepper. They'll say, what kind of Coke do you want?
But how do you know what soda you want?
People say wash. I say a wash.
My mom says wash too.
I need to wash my stuff.
Do you guys say washroom or bathroom?
It's a bathroom.
I say bathroom.
Me too. A lot of people say washroom, but that's a lot of Canadians.
No, if people say, what kind of Coke do you want? Then you tell them, you know, I want a 7-Up or, you know, I want an orange.
Oh,
everything is Coke, but Dr. Pepper. They'll be like, what kind of Coke do you want? Or do you just want Dr. Pepper? Like that. I've heard that a million billion times in my.
What about creek and crick?
It's a creek.
It's a creek.
It's a creek for you. What? Okay, so does anybody in here say crick?
If I have a crick in my neck or back, yeah.
Right.
Right.
My body's a crick.
It has nothing to do with water. Yeah.
My back.
Sing it, girl.
Oh no, it's all right. Hey, Queen, speaking of my neck and my back and my lick, my suck, my
no.
My birthday.
Oh,
it's everybody's birthday today.
Here we go.
It's everybody's birthday. It's everybody's birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to everybody.
Happy birthday,
Like
everybody.
in church, turn to the right and say happy birthday, baby.
Happy birthday, baby.
Let's see him. Come on.
Now,
Come on,
yesterday legitimately was Cash's birthday.
Well, there you go, Cash. This one's for you.
Oh, wait, we missed Cash's birthday. Where's Good Nunya? We need that song. That
I can do it.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish it was our birthday so we can party too. Woo!
Hey.
Woo! Hey! Now let's see some country boys. One time for me.
It always blocks my videos. Every time I play it blocks my videos. Now I don't know why. It just says they can't be seen in certain countries and all kinds of weird shit.
What the hell? Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing it, but I can't even. Yeah, it's messing my videos up, so I can't even play them like that anymore.
Well, they suck.
I guess I could have. We could try to just block.
I have to make my husband. He'll make
but
a
because
video.
of the lawsuit, I don't like to edit stuff out. Because if I edit stuff out, then you know what I'm saying, like, it fucks with my chat, and I don't like to do that.
Oh
yeah, no, we ain't gonna do that. I'll just have my husband make one. He's just good. I'll have my husband make one, and you can just play it all day. Yeah, it'd be worth it. It's hot.
I came up because of because Illinois and the how you pronounce things conversation.
Illinois. So Illinois or Illinois?
It's Illinois. Absolutely, there is no S in that word. Right. But
okay,
Queen. I'm going to spell some words, and they're all going to pronounce them wrong. Names of towns.
Oh.
You're going to get them right. They're going to get them wrong.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
Guarantee it. Vienna.
Vienna.
Yeah, Vienna.
Sausage.
Queen, what is it in Illinois?
You know what? I'm gonna have to say I don't know because I don't know that.
Vienna.
Oh, V. I thought you said Z.
Oh yeah, no, I was like, but that's just right. Yeah, it's just right. It's Vienna in Illinois.
Yeah, Vienna. But I'm sorry. Yeah. I thought you said Z. I'm like, I've never heard of Zion. I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, that was Vienna also. Vienna.
Okay.
Vienna.
3 more. Berlin.
Berlin?
Yeah.
Berlin.
No, it ain't Berlin. No.
It's Berlin. It's New Berlin.
Wow. Oh, I guess
No.
New Berlin. Okay, yeah. So if you say New Berlin, yeah. But Berlin, otherwise, yeah.
ATHENS.
Athens?
Athens.
Oh, Athens. I'm so dumb. Sorry, I've had 2 gummies.
Queen.
So go ahead and say it for me.
Athens.
Oh, did I get it right? I got it right.
Pretty close.
Athens. I said it right, even though I can't spell right now.
And then the big one, the one that they will actually chase you out of town for.
I don't know if this is even close to you. RIO. Now say that one.
What is it?
RIO.
Rio?
People say Rio, but it's Rio.
Rio.
Yeah,
it's
that
Rio,
weird?
yeah.
People say it's Rio, but I'm like, no, it's Rio. Like, it's a little town, like of 5 people.
We have a street in Charlottesville called Rio Road. And if you call it Rio Road, they know that you're not local.
Right. Yeah.
And then we've got the very last one. This is the very, very important one. It's CAIRO.
Cairo. Because I got family. Cairo.
Yeah, that one's definitely Cairo.
I got it.
It's Illinois.
His name is Cairo, and my daughter's like, "Is that Cairo?" I'm like, "No, it's Cairo," but I know where Cairo's at too.
Right. It's funny.
We pronounce everything weird.
And we got Watauga, like Watauga. People say Watauga. I'm like, no, it's Watauga. It's WATAGA.
Yeah. We have a town in Virginia that, okay, I grew up in La Mirada, so a lot of the things are in Spanish. And we would pronounce this word like buena, right? Buena.
Buena.
They call it Buena Vista.
Oh, Buena Vista. Okay, so that'd probably be they're not from there. So you can definitely tell.
No, the people from that area, which is over by the Shenandoah Valley, but yeah, they call it Buena Vista. So I've been talking with people saying, yeah, it's over there in Buena Vista.
And you know who I heard say that? The Terry brothers. One of the Terry brothers, I think he lives over there, doesn't he? He always used to tell people to come over there and find him.
Oh, in Buena Park?
Yeah, he would. Yeah, remember that? He was like, "Oh, come over here and meet me." I don't know if you remember him saying that, but
yep.
Park.
Yeah, that's in California. No, Buena Park is in California.
Park. Yeah, I was gonna say he lives in California. So he would tell people to challenge. Yeah, he would.
That's where Knott's Berry Farm is.
Okay, y'all say this word.
This word.
Okay, stop it. Okay, it's BUCKSN. Hold on. ORT. BUCKSNORT.
Buck snort.
That's right. You know why? Because you speak Tennessee. There is a buck snort. Yes, there's a buck snort. That's easy. See, Tennessee's easy. We're easy folks right here.
I like that one.
Yeah, buck snort. And there's also a Paris, Tennessee. And when I was a kid, I always wanted to live in Paris, Tennessee. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Oh, good to remember.
Yeah. I like I had the same word in different states. In Illinois, it's DeKalb. In Georgia, it's DeKalb. Or it's DeKalb.
Yeah.
Yeah, DeKalb.
Isn't Decatur too?
Decatur,
yeah.
I had a friend from Hell, Michigan.
I would love to live there. That would be so much fun.
Yeah, so she used to laugh all the time when people say, yeah, when hell freezes over. She goes, every year.
That's so funny. See, I'd be like, where you live? In Hale. See, I would love
I live
that.
in Hale.
You got a member, Queen.
Yep.
Jim Jules.
Jim Jules, welcome to the hive, baby. But you was already in the hive, so.
Willow just said they have a DeKalb and a Decatur in Alabama, too.
Is there?
Puyallup, Spokane, and Yakima.
Yakima. That's how I used to pronounce it, but it's been Yakima the whole time.
Booger Holler. No. There's a Booger Holler. Wow. I love all these names.
A booger what?
A Booger Holler. Branson girl said there was a Booger Holler. That'd be my luck. I'd have lived there. Where you
I got
live,
the
River
last one
Holler.
right. Okay, so then it's Puyallup, Spokane, and Yakima,
Scarborough.
Scarborough,
Yeah.
and Worcester.
Worcester.
Worcester, Mass.
Yeah, we say Worcester.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Worcester, Mass.
Wicked cool.
Well, I don't know. I hope you and Deets are able to work things out in chat at least. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'd like to just, have fun like we used to. So
yeah,
when we get off here, I hope you girls are able to chat or something. You know what I'm saying?
I have faith.
Talk a little bit or something. You know what I mean? Willow, it's good to see you back here. Like I said, John chat, the Discord's preserved. I would say nuke, but I didn't nuke it. I don't delete shit, unlike someone else we know. I preserve it. So,
were you talking to me when you said that, Queen?
Yes, I hope you girls are able to talk and at least, not even like I said, not like work things out, but at least talk. You know what I'm saying, and try to, because it took me and her talking last night to get things kind of figured out a little bit. I don't know where did somebody beat him off? Is that why he left? What happened?
Yeah, everybody wanted to keep me on. They didn't vote me off. So somebody in the chat's like, he wasn't voted off, so he left.
He was scared that I was gonna make him say "bra" with his New York accent.
He bounced, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure we didn't have another fucking fight going on our hands.
No.
Get off here, get hit with in the live. You know what I mean?
There was all this love, and it was all dripping and sticky and warm, and and he's like, "Oh no, fuck this,
fuck out of here."
Yeah, he hates love so much.
Skedaddle.
Can you feel?
And I said I loved him. He ran.
Yeah, you're right.
He's skedaddled.
Boston says, I love you. You say, I love you. That's it. That's two I loves you. One live stream. Fuck that.
Yep.
He's gone.
He's gone. He said, I'm going to water paint, bitches. I'm out. Beat him out. But I was impressed. Beat him. Just leave the chat. I'm about to compliment you. When I sent you that super chat, I can't talk. When I sent you that super chat, he actually said Rowena right. Usually he went, I know. Now, if we can get the Sudpucker, but I'm really not Rowena Sudpucker. This is a voice changer. I am really Adele. So everybody asks me, who's that singer in your picture and who's she waving to? That's Adele flipping everybody the bird.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So I'm really Adele. This is a voice changer. I'll turn it off. I'm in Britain right now, and I am about to go on tour. I hope that you all come see my show. Rowena? Okay, see? Yeah, I have to turn the voice changer off. So
no, you're not in Britain. You're not because it's now after midnight, and you wouldn't be awake.
Oh, Adele never sleeps. I'm up writing and breaking up with boyfriends and losing weight. I'm breaking hearts and writing music and losing weight by the pound.
And you're a bleeding lawyer, is what you is.
Oh, I am. Yes, love. Yes. I plan on going on holiday, but I'm not sure to which island that I own that I will be seeing. I don't know.
Okay.
Summoning your voice changer by name kind of implies something a little more mental health than just, a voice changer.
How do you say sandwich, by the way, guys? Someone's going to say sandwich?
Sandwich.
Sandwich. There we go.
See, Grandma, you know a lot, baby. You're going to be fine, girl.
I've been taking Rosetta Stone classes.
There you go. See?
In Texan, yeah. So
that girl's gonna have to. I can help you out with some, but that girl's gonna be. But we all talk the same language of love and grace until I get fired up.
Sandwich.
Jules has this accent where she does. It's It's I named her Indrita because she used to watch was it Mob Housewives? She's a pretty good New York accent.
Really?
Yeah, she can do accents. I'm trying to teach her Boston, but it's not working.
King's English. Yeah. No, it's been a while since I've done my accents and my characters. And so I'm actually trying to put together some demos to start doing voiceovers again.
Yes.
And so it's hard because they all kind of blend together. And so that's why I'm basically, I don't know, forcing you guys to listen to my crap so that I can get them distinguished.
Go for it. I haven't acted in so long, I can't even fake a Southern accent anymore. So if you've still got it, girl, go for it.
Well, the thing is, and if Pennington calls it a musical ear, but if I hear an accent long enough, I actually start to copy it.
Yes.
And
I
so
do the exact same thing.
I've been watching different things and different accents and whatnot. So
yeah, I do that. Believe it or not, I do that.
Not New York all the way. Unbelievable. Can you feel the love tonight?
We're going to have to get Queen some more hottie videos now. This just ain't going to fly. My birthday is every day, but I celebrate it in February. Just saying, Aquarians unite. But
Me
we're going
too.
to have to work on that.
Groundhog Day.
Do what? You got your Groundhog Day?
Yep, I'm Groundhog Day.
I don't mention my birthday because I hate to say, well, anyway, it's the same birthday as the sweet little missing girl. We share the same birthday. And so usually it's pretty sad on these streets. And I don't roll up and going, hey, it's my birthday because it's her birthday. So I don't really say too much. So I just celebrate it every day. There we go. And make my husband, well, I don't make my husband do nothing. I just go out and spend a bunch of money on myself and buy myself what I want.
So how many times have you turned 27, Roro?
I turned 27 about a lot of times. Y'all know I can't do math. I thought 15 minus 2 was 12 the other night.
okay,
Y'all don't ask me math questions.
I stopped celebrating my 30th birthday after like the 31st anniversary of it. So it was the 31st anniversary of my 30th birthday. You know, and people are saying it's kind of getting ridiculous. Why don't you just admit how old you are? And I'm like, no.
Stop the cap.
I am 58 years glorious, baby, honey. Let me tell you. Wait till I see y'all at the meet and greet at the Hive. Let me tell you. Look, I'm 50 years young. And
you get down. I can tell, Romina. You get down.
I shall do. Man, it's a state of mind, honey. And I've met some beautiful people, and then I spoke to them, and I thought, ooh, you just ugly. Because they're ugly on the inside. And then I've met some really not attractive people, and I'm like, oh my God, you are so gorgeous. Your soul shines through. So that's what like I said the other day, I don't base people on words, I base people on actions. And actions speak louder than words, but that's just me. But yeah, I'm 58 years young, so yeah, I'm older than a lot of y'all up in here.
I'm older than you. Neener.
Who tooted?
Me.
Just blame it on me.
Oh.
Because, yeah, we blame it on the dog. The dog did it.
Yeah.
Ziggy, damn it. He's not even in here right now, actually.
Oh, no, it was Sir Elton.
There we go.
Yeah. My dog just tried to bite my nose because I stuck my tongue out at her.
Oh.
Oh.
Feisty.
She's a border collie Australian Shepherd mix puppy.
Oh my gosh.
She gets the zoomies if you look at her too long.
Yeah.
You better send Queen a picture because I love me some fur. Look.
Oh, if you look on my community wall, there's a picture of the day she got the zoomies in the mud.
Oh, I have to go look.
I saw that, yes.
I'm bad about checking community walls. I'm so bad about that.
I love
so
babies.
Bad.
Okay, y'all. I'm fixing to go get some. Yes, I'm fixing to go get something to eat. Hey, y'all.
You put the G on it. Fixing, not fixing.
Okay. Hey, y'all. I'm fixing
There
to
you
go
go.
get something to eat. I've only been taking Rosetta Stone classes for a couple days, guys.
I got you, girl.
Yeah.
I got you.
So I'll speak Texan in 3 weeks fluently.
Well,
There you go.
guys, I was gonna say, you gonna grab something to eat. I think I'm gonna do the same.
I
Get
am
stuff
too.
done here. We've been on here a little while, and
Yep, I was just gonna step down myself.
Everybody go
I
in
appreciate
peace.
you guys. Yep, I was gonna say it's that time. It's 6 o'clock here, so
Y'all,
I love
Love y'all. Bye,
I love
everybody.
all y'all.
bye,
Love all y'all.
love
everybody.
you guys.
Bye.
Love you,
Go in
Queen.
peace,
Later,
You
everyone.
baby.
going live tonight again, Queen? Or are you laying low?
No, I'm exhausted, to be honest with
Good
you.
to
So
hear it, boys.
I'm sure one of the other girls will go live. That's another thing too, is I'm gonna try to be more diligent of like different lives. But I will say I've never really like been one to set up lives or pay attention. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I just gotta go live when I can. But I know
For
some
the
people
moment, yeah.
think that it's at the same exact time. Which I mean, there was one person who tried to put that out here, but I mean, So
Yeah.
I'll be more diligent in making sure, there's not other people live at the same time that we share subs with, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that it gets a little frustrating.
For sure. I get it. I just want
But
to before I
no,
leave.
I'm sure, somebody else will be live. Actually, this retrograde thing and all the bullshit. I'm honestly thinking about, taking a week or so off, you know what I mean? Or even just, you know what I'm saying? Just stepping away for just a couple of days and
I hear you.
taking a breather, because it's, you know what I mean? It's sometimes you just have to do that, and it gets shit gets just a little overwhelming. You know what I mean?
I mean, I can't imagine how overwhelming it is for you right now with everything that's going on. So if you got to step back, you step back. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, the bullshit, the shit starting, the fighting. It's all being, I'm just over it. I'm fucking over it.
As
That's
a
all.
community, stick together, and I'll just say, can you feel
And
the love?
Menace to Sobriety, I just seen your tweet. He pointed out that Unirock and Unirock's suit and ours looks identical. Isn't that odd? Very odd. Did you guys watch Burnt Toast today or Rabbit yesterday? If not, those are 2 streams you should probably go catch up on. I think Charlotte on the web actually did one too. So if you want to get caught up on what's going on, those are 3 streams that have kind of went over stuff. I appreciate your help. Thank you so much for the PayPal. I just got it. Yes, the legal fund is closed because we got everything we needed there. If we need more, I'll keep receipts and let you guys know, or we'll set up one if we have to have more or whatever's going on. We'll go from that point on. We'll go from there. But if anybody does want to donate, you have to go through my regular PayPal and my regular Cash App, which is fine. I know somebody asked in Burnt Toast. Somebody was asking in her chat for my PayPal link. And we were explaining that the legal fund was closed, and they said they wanted the regular link. Well, I think it's all, we drop it in here sometimes, but it's usually pinned on the front of the page or the channel. So if you guys have if you guys are struggling or anything, though, make sure you keep it. Like I said, just don't overdo it. Don't overdo yourself, period, with anybody, with anything. And I'll be more diligent as well. So, yes, I'm getting your emails. Just because I'm not responding to all of them doesn't mean I'm not getting them. I'm hearing what y'all are saying. I'm understanding. I got it. I see what's going on. I see things too. And I hear what you guys are saying to me. Okay. I hear it all. I take it all in. I take it into consideration. Just because I don't answer you or talk about it right away doesn't mean I don't understand where you're coming from. And I just would ask that you guys, give some of us a little grace too with things, because, there are some people who are new, and there's, who don't, there's a lot of stuff that goes on that, that was going on. And I used to get thrown in the middle of it, and I didn't know anything about it because I wasn't here back then. So I know it gets frustrating, and I know some people don't understand the hurt and all the things that went on, and you feel like you're being put in a spot. And I don't want anybody to ever feel like they're being put in a position to feel like they can't go here or there. So I just appreciate y'all. And like I said, go wherever you want to go. Go wherever makes you happy. I don't care where anybody goes. It's time to have fun and stop fucking around and taking everything so goddamn serious. Worry about yourselves. Quit worrying about everybody else. Worry about yourselves and have fun and go in and chit chat and, stop with the sneaky ass fucking bullshit. You don't have to fucking sneak around. On that note, y'all ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here.